And watching the stream. And we are live.
RJ?
Yeah.
You gonna do the normal?
Oh, even for this one.
Every time.
You've done it for all of them. Why is mine the exception?
Big fat wobbly penises.
Thank you.
Do DM something for mine. I actually would like it if you did do that. Just saying. I would like to be.
It feels wrong if he doesn't.
The
Okay.
series has officially been christened. Christened. Whatever the word is.
Christ!
Your series has been Chrysler.
Chrysler. But I prefer Honda.
Okay. Let us begin. So one day, a thought popped into your head and drilled itself in there. You had this intense gut sensation to go to a town called Argenwald. You may have been there before, only heard of it in passing, but otherwise prior, it had just been another town. You tried to shake this feeling off, but it would keep coming back more and more intense. Your hair would rise and goosebumps would cover your skin, or you wouldn't have goosebumps, you'd just feel wrong. Your servos would
Oh, I've got it.
go haywire. Despite any convincing you may have done to get a friend, companion, or partner to come and assist you in investigating the cause behind this feeling, everyone turned you down, waving it off, and oddly, forgetting you even asked about it not much later. Determined to settle this sensation, you were all driven to leave. Perhaps only for a little while, perhaps for good, and you set out alone to Argenwald. Argenwald is your classic homey, unspecial town. Cobble streets dotted with tall lanterns and packed with very well-kept houses. There's a couple nobles that reside here, but they're friendly and quiet, and there are very few guards. Poverty doesn't seem to be much of an issue, but again, nobility is also sparse. The only thing that could be considered special about this town is their market square, boasting a decent variety of goods, stalls of various colors, sizes, and they host merchants from far and wide, plenty of other towns selling whatever you could think of, food, spices, jewelry, armor and weapons, you name it. The taverns that sit in the square see very much of this action. Whenever it's a market day, that you will see people coming in and out of these buildings, the doors even propped open so that they can come in and out, along with the smells of food and strong brew wafting out from them. The market square has 4 entrances, north, south, east, and west. There's a big fountain in the middle, and like I mentioned, there's 2 taverns, the Brass Crow and Wisteria's Plight. If you would all like to introduce yourselves and say which area you're coming from. Go, you pick whoever, I don't care.
Well, what was the second tavern?
There's the Brass Crow and Wisteria's Plight.
Also, I should mention your video was getting a little laggy during that. I think it is still laggy.
Am I?
Yeah.
Visually or audially?
Visually is the issue, but audio's fine.
Okay, then I'm not concerned.
Okay.
I don't care if people can't see me as well. You need to hear me. That's the only important thing.
That's the most important part.
Yes. Okay. What I need to mention to
Uh-oh.
is
What's that? Uh-oh, there's... Well,
Discord!
He's back.
All right. It's
Quinn's back.
good now. Everything froze for me for a moment.
I mean, we heard you. You froze for us.
Yeah, you said, uh-oh, we're just asleep.
Well, I'm glad I was able to indirectly communicate that to you.
I play it next time, so you say that I can just pull my tool disc and just be like...
So I'll try that again. Before you introduce yourselves, it's market day. There are plenty of people in this market square. It's relatively packed. And as you enter, that gut sensation you have is quite powerful here. Something is off.
I suppose I'll introduce myself first.
Okay.
I will be at Listeria's Plight. Do they have like benches out front of said tavern?
Yes, they have all sorts of benches, and there's boxes and barrels that some people are sitting on, talking to each other.
I'll sit alone, kind of off to the left corner.
Ooh, that's loud.
I'm gonna come a bit, just so I can hear myself speak.
I thought it. I had it set in Discord resetting. God damn it! I didn't take my own advice.
Anyway, so I'll be sitting off. Yeah.
No, that's not your fault. That's on me.
I'll be sitting off to the left corner on a bench alone. And Reggie is a man who has his black hair swept back. He has a very well-groomed mustache that ends in curls. And he is, in head to toe, he's covered in heavy armor that's flexible. It's made of leather with metal plates in between. And the sleeve of his right arm is torn and replaced by what looks like a very rudimentary prosthetic. He sits there taking puffs from a very fancy-looking pipe, and as he smokes, you can see kind of like soldiers in the smoke fighting.
That's fun. All right.
I'm gonna already be in wild shape as a black cat for the time being, and I'm just gonna hop up on that same bench and just lounge right there and watch the people around.
So as you do, Reggie will take notice of you, and he will kind of side eye you, and then start puffing some smoky fish at you.
Meanwhile, sort of out in the market square. Come on, really? What's happening?
Discord!
Okay, I don't know why my computer's deciding to take a shit right now. But
well, we can hear you and see you again.
Hey, I can hear again.
I can always tell when it fixes itself.
What, did you want control?
Why did the music
Discord.
suddenly pick up?
Discord is
What?
what?
I had to figure out how to mute the music.
Don't mute it. Lower it.
Yeah.
You
Right click. There's a bar. Move the bar
I'm not hearing
lower.
anyone speaking.
Lower the volume. There is
Lower the volume
slider.
of the fucking thing.
on it and then change the volume slider
Right
to
click.
20 to 30%.
There's a blue bar. There's a blue bar. Move the blue bar down so you can hear it, but it's not covering everyone. This is what I asked you to do beforehand, mister!
Alright.
No.
Alright, sorry, continue,
I know how to
Quinn.
do that.
Else, so sort of out in the market, Rust Bucket is currently walking from stall to stall and just sort of, well, you see this, I mean, there's no way around it. This metal man, in this robotic wiry frame, like very thin and wiry, clearly designed for agility rather than strength. He has this sort of goggle look to his eyes that sort of frames them, and a thin line of a mouth. Meanwhile, he has what looks to be a quarterstaff and a hand crossbow that are literally affixed to his back by some sort of part of his construction. And what he's doing is essentially going from stall to stall and just sort of asking very inquisitively, like what this is for, like looking at these silks and what do people use these things for, and that sort of thing, and just being very inquisitive about just culture and what they're selling.
I told you he's adorable.
Okay.
Who's
Also,
next?
also
While I
I-
pull up the more music.
Okay, I was gonna ask about that.
No, you're good. I got it. Don't
Also,
worry about it.
Groovy should have a loop function if you want to look into that.
I might. With some of these next ones, I just want to get them on there.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you knew. Yeah, I'll go next. You said the other bar was the Brass Crow?
Yes, the Brass Crow.
All right. I'm going to be sitting at the bar at the Brass Crow, just a drink in front of me. This tall but very modeled wood elf. His hair, very dark brown, very unkempt. It's a little patchy in places. It's long, almost down to his shoulders. And he's got this thin 5 o'clock shadow and this kind of buggy look in his eyes. And he's keeping his eyes down towards the drink and just slowly wrapping a finger on the bar over and over as he's just trying to figure out what has brought him here. Most of his clothing is covered by this fairly long green cloak he has over his shoulders. But the longbow he's carrying is still visible.
What would you... I'll ask you what you want to do later. So you're at the bar. Matt, do you want to go into any more depth other than you're just a cat vibing with
At the moment, yeah.
RJ's character?
I'm gonna look over at RJ. He's puffing shit in my face, and I'm gonna telepathically speak with him and be like, "Can you not? Can you stop that? Can you stop smoking in my face?"
So he's gonna be side eyeing you. Then he's gonna raise one.
He can telepathically talk, Jesus.
He's gonna side eye you, raise one eyebrow, and then puff out N-O.
Quinn, just a quick question before we get to Tyler. Around which entrance would you say you're closest to? The north, south, east, or west?
I didn't really have one in mind. I guess I'll say south. Sure.
Okay, so you might have a bit of an angle on RJ's character, but
okay.
It is quite crowded.
It's crowded, and it's not really the sort of thing that he's looking for right now.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, Tyler. Next.
Alright. Oh, jeez. What was the first one? Tavern name again? I need to write it down.
There's the Brass Crow and the Wisteria's Plight.
The what plight?
Wisteria.
Wisteria.
I think it's
The
Wisteria.
viney flower.
Yeah.
Not listeria. That's an infection.
Wisteria. Wisteria.
As if it's going to whisk you away, which is not a word, but
Progeria.
No.
No!
Progenitus.
Alright, so... At the... 1 second, let me double check something. At the Brass Crow, there sits a giant old turtle. Just at a table, looking simultaneously lost and confused, yet also extremely alert and wary around his surroundings.
Tyler, does your character have dementia?
Yes.
Basically. He's really smart, but he's also really dumb.
Also, doesn't he have like a design emblazoned on his shell, like a holy symbol?
Yes, he has a sigil on his shell. And, stereotypical paladin sigil. He's got
Deus Volt Dementia Turtle.
He's got his shield and a warhammer on his belt. A shield on his arm and a warhammer on his belt. He looks ready for action, yet he doesn't.
But he has no idea where that action's coming from.
He doesn't know where the action's coming from.
He doesn't even know what the word means.
I'm ready to fight, but I don't know why. What does fight mean?
Yeah,
He's ready to go.
Scars on his shell. He's got he's war torn, battered armor. He looks like a war veteran, but you can tell that nobody's home.
He's a little.
One look at him, you think that he may have once been a great war hero, but now he's just got dementia. So he's just looking around, lost and confused, looking for whatever brought him here.
He's doing his best.
He's doing his best.
Excellent.
He's trying his hardest. Okay, is that it?
That's everyone.
For now, yeah.
That's everyone. All right. Give me 2 seconds here. So, as you all are milling about, pretty much almost all of you, besides, I'd say, Matt and RJ, are getting some looks. As this is a very simple town, it is filled with very simple people. There's not much uniqueness to be seen, even in the market. But you're vibing. Nobody's bothering you.
And
Would any of you like to try and do anything while you're hanging out?
The journey of 1,000 miles is the first step, and my character, Baka, is going to stand up and start walking somewhere.
Just somewhere? Outside, or?
Yeah, he's going to go out of the cover and start walking.
I don't understand. People put these puncture wounds in their earlobes to put these glittering jewels on them. Why would they do that? I don't understand.
It's to look pretty, sir. To improve their image.
I see.
He's a bit of a distance away, and there is quite a din. So I wouldn't say you necessarily are able to hear him, but you might be able to see him.
Adding
2 files. I'll just go to the next stall.
Adding 2 files.
Matt,
I'm going to leave RJ and start walking towards this vaguely robot thing.
Okay. You walk up to him. Cat form. You're probably weaving between his legs. Or you weave between everyone's legs, dodge. You make it to him and...
I'm just following him.
I'm going to get up, and I'm going to follow the cat.
Okay.
Because it spoke to me telepathically.
You follow the cat, and you see a robot man.
That is a fair...
Harassing the market stall people.
I'm not even
merchants.
going to try to weave through people. I'm just going to slither and shoulder push to get to where I need to go.
So there's me
People
weaving
kind of
between
give you
everyone,
side
and this guy
glances,
just
but
pushing
this is
through.
normal. This is normal. It's market day. People get to where they need to get to by shoving people half the time, so nobody wants to beat you up over it. Oh, hold on. I had one ready, I think.
Is anybody else gonna do anything?
So wait, is RJ's character just coming up to me, or?
Yes.
RJ's character and Matt's character are just coming right up to you.
Oh, you're approaching me?
Yes, I am.
God damn JoJo reference.
What a goddamn JoJo reference!
So, basically, Quinn, you see me, my character, you think I'm approaching you, but you notice that I'm looking down towards people's feet.
Okay.
And
at the furry creature.
Reggie suffers from a little bit of resting bitch face. So you see this man with a scowl approaching this cat.
Oh, motherfucker. Hold on.
So, he'll look at you and go, hello, citizen. What can I do for you this fine day?
Oh no, not another citizen guy.
He's just
gonna
gonna
turn around and look at RJ.
Reggie will look at the cat and then look at Rust Bucket and just be like, he's just gonna take his pipe, put it in his mouth, and just puff.
Look at the cat?
Yeah, he looks at the cat, then looks up to Rust Bucket, and then just blows smoke right in his face.
You're good.
Whose face are you blowing the smoke in? The cat or the robot?
The robot.
The robot.
I'm not familiar with this social custom. Are you perhaps unable to?
So as you're talking to me, as the smoke clears, you find that Reggie is crouched down, almost like Slav squatting,
Okay.
looking right at this cat, like just staring at it.
I'm gonna telepathically speak to you and go, "Can I help you?" Oh, I should probably specify this voice is female.
Oh, that's fine.
Good to know.
Are there humans who only speak cat?
Reggie's gonna take his prosthetic hand, and it's going to just kind of like jankily raise, and you just see the fingers clutch, and the thumb and the index are outstretched.
I'm gonna kind of like get spooked, and I'm gonna like have my hair go up and just kind of start backing up.
And you see his index finger just slowly creak, like, come over here.
Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
What do you want?
He's going to blow into his pipe, and out of the smoke comes a bunch of smoky chickens.
I'm gonna hide behind the robot.
Oh my god, roll stealth! With the disadvantage because everyone's looking at you.
I'm just trying to hide from RJ. I don't care if it really works. I'm rolling stealth.
Do a stealth check.
I think you would use the cat's statistics as well, whatever its dex is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't have a cat pulled up right now. I should probably do that.
I mean, if you go to extras on your character tab, and just do manage. They have a category of wild shape as well.
They have a category!
And
I hate you.
and it just
You are not
added-
allowed to hate me.
Add cat as a wild shape.
Okay.
After all these minutes, by the way, I would like to point out that Baka has finally made it to the front door.
Oh, cats have stealth +5. Okay, there you go.
The front door of what?
The
Oh,
tavern.
they do? Okay, yeah, you know.
I thought you were already in the tavern.
Yeah, he's leaving the tavern.
Oh!
What does a 10 get?
Oh dear.
Because I rolled that with disadvantage.
2 miles an hour.
A 10 means I can passively perceive you.
Rust Bucket will just sort of lean down and start petting the cat.
Do you accept these pets, Matt?
I will accept the pats. Because he's not being aggressive.
Reggie will sit there unamused,
Ethan,
squatting.
is Cyrus doing anything? Other than
He's
drinking and
taking
twitching?
notice of the turtle, but he's also more occupied with trying to figure out why the hell he's even here.
The giant turtle blocking the doorway right now.
So
Yeah, kind of hard to miss that.
Reginald is gonna try and grab this cat with his good.
Alright,
with his good
alright,
arm.
hold on. Before you do,
Yeah.
as you were all, milling about or being dick shits, apparently,
I was just trying to survey the area and this guy starts blowing smoke in my face.
you all notice that everything stops. Everything becomes frozen in place. You attempt to move or breathe or speak or even move your eyes, but nothing budges. The world even takes on an odd bluish hue, and that same feeling you had before that drove you here is now more intense than you've ever felt.
I'm just
Jokes
trapped.
on you.
Before the panic...
Being-
What?
Hmm?
What did you say?
I said jokes on you, perpetual smoking, because we're stuck, which means I'm just stuck smoking.
The smoke is frozen too. Everything stops. It's like time has just...
Someone Zawardoed, essentially.
For
Yeah.
God's
So
sake, Quinn, there's a
basically-
goddamn time stop spell, and you had to reference JoJo.
I mean, we already
You-
did the Europe.
Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
I was just following
Goddamn
up
JoJo
the
reference.
I was only following up the previous one.
He was following the
Before
precedent.
the...
What's
Before
next?
the
Are we going to
panic-
get carried down the flight of steps?
Cease!
Okay,
Order in the court!
okay, I'll stop.
Before the panic truly begins to set in, you're released, as is the rest of the world. What do you do?
I'm gonna just look around me.
Reggie
keep
will
me
grab the
confused.
cat.
Do I need to roll something here?
Hmm?
I am not trying to get grabbed.
That sounds like
You're gonna keep grabbing the cat even though time just fucking froze and you were all entirely aware of it?
Yes, I'm going to grab the cat.
I am
Alright,
going
make
to
a grapple
freak the fuck
thing.
out. What check should I be making?
It's his athletics versus your athletics or acrobatics.
What he said.
You'll probably want acrobatics since you're a cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna be using, I think, my cat stats for that.
So, were you able to add the cat to your thing?
Yeah, so I get +2 instead of +1. Better than nothing. 14, 16.
Mod 20.
You grabbed the cat!
I am
And the
going
cat is
to
very
slash at
pissed
him.
off.
I am going to slash.
Make an attack roll.
Was the cat responsible for that incident? It's what?
How
And
do
make an-
I?
Make an attack roll as the cat.
Yeah.
1D. Okay.
You also notice that all of the other people in the market don't seem to pay any mind to what just happened.
Nope.
They
rolled a
move
17.
on. Like everything is
what?
perfectly
You
fine.
don't hit me.
God, what? I don't know what I'm supposed to add here for the cat.
Cats have +0 if they hit.
+0. Okay, so yeah, that's just a straight 17.
So-
Okay.
Straight.
Reggie will lift you up and just kind of hold you out from him because you just tried to scratch him. And he will slide the smoke pipe to one side of his mouth and say, "You bloody fucking did that, didn't you?"
Gonna hear the voice in your head go, "No, I'm already freaked out. Can you fucking put me down?"
So you're telling me a bloody fucking talking cat comes along just to stare at me?
Now I want everyone else to know, no one else can hear my voice right now.
I
Only
think
he can.
you're-
So all you guys see
So you see
is
Reggie
this guy
talking.
holding a cat, yelling at this cat, saying it's a talking cat, and it's
I'm
just
not yelling. I'm not yelling
Yeah.
at you. I'm talking to you.
I'm just
People
staring
are definitely giving you looks, but they've also been giving the robot looks. And Tyler, I would say you've probably made it to the stall right in front of the brass crow at this moment.
Oh, he's finally
Which
made
is-
it out of the building.
So Reggie's gonna hold out this cat and be like, "You don't tell me what you bloody fucking did."
At that moment, right as you're interrogating this poor innocent talking cat,
I'm sorry. All I can
you
think
hear
of
a
is
strange wailing noise. It sounds wrong, mechanical. You might recognize it, Rust Bucket. But it doesn't sound exactly like what you remember. It's definitely something different. And it's coming from near the fountain.
What does it sound like?
It's a high-pitched wailing, almost mechanical in nature.
Reggie's
Like
going
a
to
wee-
walk over to the fountain with the cat.
I'll follow.
Please don't put me in the
Okay.
water. Please don't put me in the water. Please stop this. Please don't put me in the water. I'm meowing for my life.
So as you're yelling this out to me in my mind, Reggie will say, "So you bloody don't like the fucking water? Well, I got questions. You got answers, talking
I
cat."
don't have any
So-
answers.
As you approach this fountain, you see, or you find the source of the noise. It's this girl. She's very small. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Quick.
Quambadom.
I got it. I can do this. Give me this. Motherfucker. Give. Open. Yes.
Quimbledon.
Yes.
Quiche.
That's me. Hello.
Quam.
Do you need
You gonna
something?
open, you piece of shit? Did you
I
need
should
something?
mention, at the wailing, Cyrus hopped out of his seat, got his bow off his back, knocked an arrow, and is just running over to the fountain.
Hey, Quinn.
It would have been kind of muted for you, but you still would have heard it a little bit. They were very close to the source. You're back
I
quite
can
a
sit
ways.
back. Then I'll sit back. Then he hasn't moved.
I know you
Please.
still heard it. I'm just saying it would have been muted.
You have keen senses, I'm sure.
I've been as loud.
And
Yeah,
people are giving you looks for pulling your weapons out for sure. They're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
RJ, what do you want?
Why, what?
Give.
What is
Quiznos.
What?
Do you need anything, or are you?
There it is.
I just felt like taking your name and saying Quiznos and addressing you as Quiznos.
Gotcha.
What the fuck?
Is this the?
This is the character you see.
What's that in her hand? The little thing.
It's a girl. She's short and small and almost childlike in appearance, and she's fidgeting with some strange device.
So
That's
Reggie,
in her hand.
cat.
Hold on, let me finish!
Yeah.
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
God damn.
She wears normal clothes and a short cloak, the hood over her head at the moment, and some stray locks of long black hair slipping through. She clearly appears very distressed, gripping this staff that's taller than her so hard her knuckles are turning white. You feel like you wouldn't notice her normally amongst the thick crowd of people, but aside from the wailing device in her hands, something about her seems familiar.
But he's gonna sit there holding the cat, like not like out to her, but where she can see it. And he's gonna say, "You in cahoots with this fucking cat?"
Can I try and break free
completely-
from this?
Yes!
I want to break free. I am...
Make another, what is it, a dex save again, or a strength check?
Acrobatics versus RJ's athletics.
Acrobatics. So whichever acrobatics or athletics is better, use that.
18.
18 plus 6.
You could change that to your normal.
You could just change
I
into
could.
a normal fucking person.
I don't want to be right now.
Cats have a high.
Matt,
What?
look me in the eyes.
What?
I recommend it.
I'm going to
I
wait.
recommend
I
it.
mean, it's his choice.
Going to wait. It's my choice.
Alright,
I'm
have
waiting.
fun.
So,
Are you gonna say anything, Quinn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, to Reggie, I'm gonna be like, from my experience, you seem to be breaking several social norms right now.
So, with saying that to me, Reggie will stand up from squatting, stone turn to the robot. That's pretty fucking rich coming from a... What are you? A bucket of roast?
That is,
I hate you.
I am defensive android, known as Rust Bucket. That is my code name.
Bloody hell, it was a joke. You weren't supposed to take it seriously.
That is what my master called me.
Get a new name. Yours sucks.
Rust Bucket, you're gonna hear a female voice in your head. Can I speak to him telepathically?
Yeah?
Okay, you're gonna hear a female voice in your head, and it's just gonna say, "Can you get him to put me down?"
Would you? Are you requesting my assistance?
Assist me.
Um,
Make him put me down.
Ethan, are you moving any closer? Because I have you just at the entrance of the bar for the moment. Or the tavern.
No, remember I said, the second he hears it, he's going to go outside, try to locate it, and then rush over there.
Okay, well, you make it to this group of oddballs, one of them holding a cat, the cat wiggling around, definitely not wanting to be held, and a robot staring at them like, what?
So we're gonna see you rushing
Rocco, you're
up.
now 10 feet from the stall. Where are you going? Are you going to the sound, or are you just wandering around like a lost old man?
So I see you rushing up with your weapon. Your weapon's gone. I'm gonna hold the cat.
He's going towards, okay.
There's a lot going on.
And with that, everything freezes again. Are you gonna play it, you shit? There it goes. Yes.
I hear it.
This time, though, it seems to stick a little longer than it did last time. And the longer you are held frozen in place, the longer you feel the panic set in. I need you to roll athletics or acrobatics to try and get out.
That's cocked.
18.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, geez. 26 acrobatics.
You're good.
Is it 21?
You're fine. You good, Ethan?
8.
Okay. Nothing to panic about yet. Tyler?
Oh, 21.
21. Okay. So all of you that succeeded, so you feel yourselves move ever so slightly, bit by bit, until something feels like it shatters, and you almost stumble to catch yourself from falling. You were moving with so much force to get out. You actually,
Does RJ
I
drop
would
me?
say, yes. From having to the force of moving, he kind of squishes you a little bit, but eventually drops you just from pulling out. Rust Bucket and Reggie, you both actually kind of run into the girl a little bit, and she startled out of it. You realize she was able to move the whole time, and that device that made that strange noise, it's going wild. And she looks at you with like startled eyes, like, what is going on?
I'm going to try and take the device from her.
Before you start, hold on. I gotta do Ethan.
Okay.
So, Cyrus, your thoughts are racing as you try in vain to push against this odd force, and you almost start to feel like you're suffocating. You're unable to move or breathe. You think if you can't get out of this soon, you might die here. I need you to roll again. With advantage because you already tried once.
Well, good thing the second die didn't matter. 19 should do it.
You're good. So you do the same thing, a little less stumbling, but you catch yourself and you take in like deep breaths and gasp, and you just take in the sight of all of these frozen people, and this girl is... What the fuck? Alright, so you're gonna try and take the device?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second time, goddamn. She's got a really good grip on it. I'd go ahead and try and roll a thing.
Sleight of hand?
Just do it. Yeah, do sleight of hand. She's paying attention to it and
Probably.
holding on to it, and it's not going to be easy.
15.
No.
All right.
She kind of yanks it away when she notices. She's like, "Oh my god, what are you?
What?
This isn't good. This isn't good. What is what? This?
She's just like, what are you doing? And then Reggie's just gonna respond with, well, what are you doing?
I'm. It's a lot to explain and not a lot of time. There's really no time for introductions. And she kind of points the device up to the top of the fountain, and it wails even louder, almost like you have to like almost cover your ears. It hurts so bad.
Reggie will cover one of his ears because that's how fast he can get his good hand up. Will you bloody fucking not do that?
I'm not. It's. And then before she can even bother saying anything else, a portal opens in the center of the square, right above the fountain where she was pointing. It rips open in the middle of the air like aged, burning cloth, and it's accompanied by a strange booming sound that shakes you to your core. It appears fiery red and stands out amongst the blue tinge that this world has now taken. The feeling is burning in your stomach, and it feels like it's hit its worst as you hear chittering and snarling coming from behind this tear in the air. Give me 2 more seconds here to pop open. Where did I grab them? These guys. You see... Come here. Okay. God damn it. Motherfucker. Love you, Drive. You're doing your best. Okay. And pop them in here. So we'll do this one first. You only need the blue ones for the time being. Two strange, large water bug-like creatures crawl out from the portal.
This thing is.
The first thing you notice, besides its massive, spiked front arms and meaty, hairy feelers pointing out from its lower half, is the giant singular eyeball found on their backs. They twitch about, looking all over the square, but eventually their sights land on all of you.
Reggie will wait.
As they make their way down the... What?
We talked about this. His arm has a collapsible shield. He's popping that thing up.
Okay. Where was I? Sorry. As they make their way down the fountain, another creature sails through. Hold on, let me pop it up. That would be you. There it is. Upload that monstrosity. There we go. Flying out over the market. Its long tongue and jagged teeth drip with this same glowing green substance their pulsing abdomen seems to be nearly bursting with.
Roughly how big are these?
They're big. They're
like,
medium.
You're talking like
Like on the large end of medium.
Medium size is us.
Okay.
I'm gonna add my wild shape.
Really? Interesting. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, okay, so...
I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
Okay, then.
I'll describe my character after.
We've got that bonus for a reason.
The giant turtle, by the way, just strolls on up behind all of you.
And now for some nice horror combat music. So pleasant, so wonderful. I love
Rolled a
this.
7. I'm 7. I have a
Never
7.
mind, Bacchus.
Hold on, I will ask you for numbers in a second, mister. My goodness.
That's a 3. That's abysmal.
Oh.
Don't worry, I rolled low as well.
What's your initiative one? 8.
By the way, I just look like an average human just with gray hair and pale eyes.
Albino, but without the red eyes.
Highest initiative.
Yeah.
I've already my characters. Maybe I'll stop rolling like shit. No, we're just gonna keep doing it.
It's all good.
Just rolling the same number, motherfucker. Oh my god. Okay. 15. D1. Okay. 25 to 20.
24.
24, that would be
21?
Quinn. 21? Okay. RJ.
By the way, Phoebe, I'm digging this music.
Thank you. Okay. 20 to 15.
Ruh-roh.
No one got 20 to 15? Alright. Second. Third. Okay, 15 to 10.
11.
Okay. Be even. Him. Alright, 10 to 5.
I got 7.
Alright, so that would be Matt.
Tyler, what did you get?
Tyler, what did you get? 3! Shit!
I mean, it's in
Twirler.
character.
That is, yeah.
Damn it,
yeah.
Tyler, you idiot
Alright.
baka.
2 more seconds here
Yes, better
for
play
me
me.
to pop in. Your thing would be, we'll say,
Pound turtle, give him some credit. He's trying.
and you two can be, okie dokie. artichokies. Rust Bucket, what would you like to do?
Alright, so Rust Bucket will see these things come through, and they're clearly hostile, I imagine.
Oh, very. They are drooling and ready to eat you.
Okay, so...
Except for, well, maybe not you. You don't look so tasty.
They might collect my scraps. But
yes.
Rust Bucket will look up and suddenly sort of jolt and go, combat mode engaged, and will run up to one, and you'll see his hand just go into his arm and be replaced with a weird attachment that looks like a loop, some sort of metal loop, which will go back to the quarterstaff. He'll lean forward, and the quarterstaff will detach from the attachment on his back and into the thing now in his arm, and just whoosh, be propelled forward by some unseen force to hit this thing in the face.
That's fun. Okay, roll to hit. Wait. Are you going for one of the drones, or are you going for the flying thing?
One of the things on the ground.
Okay. Let's say you're here, so we'll go ahead and put you there.
My dice are very happy tonight. That is a 20.
What did you roll?
27 to hit.
27. That definitely hits.
Alrighty. So it's gonna be a 6 plus 5 is gonna be a 9 bludgeoning damage, and then
okay.
And then from that, the staff will go down in the ground, and just sort of I'll use it to propel one of my legs up for a kick.
Okay, roll the hit.
13? Not as good on
that. Won't do it.
Alright, screw it.
Your kick kind of bounces off its chitinous shell.
I will, but let's spend a key point and just give it another whack with my fist as on my torso just sort of rotates, and my fist comes in and there we go. That's a 22.
That hits
for 6 bludgeoning damage, and I'll spend a second key point for a stunning strike.
Okie dokie.
So make a con save.
Making a con save.
So literally, Rust Bucket, seeming so calm, will just go up to this thing and just freaking start moving like crazy.
I'm sorry, he got a 21 on his con save.
Alright, so I just try to go for a pressure point and don't quite make it. Where are the...
Alright, you did pretty good on that.
On these things.
Yeah, they aren't like anything you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Requesting assistance.
RJ, it is your turn. You are close to the other drone, the one that isn't currently being attacked.
Okay. Upon seeing this robot run in and just shakalaka bam, Reggie is going to grab his rapier from his side and take it out of its sheath with his good hand and say, "Bloody fucking hell!" And I'm going to bum rush the drone that Rust Bucket is attacking.
Okie dokie. You're not going for the other one, even though you're going to pass by it?
Oh, I didn't know I was passing by it.
I was saying you're close to the one that Rust Bucket isn't attacking, the other one.
Okay, is there a way to go? Is there a way to go around it, or do I have to go?
Yeah, you can.
I'm going to go around that one to not provoke opportunity and team up with Rust Bucket.
You go around behind the smaller girl, the short lady, and approach this other one. What would you like to do?
I want to, lay some deeps on it, help this robot out, kill these weird fucking bug things.
Roll to hit.
All right. So a lot of things we got going. All right, so I'm going to do my first attack here. That is a 16 plus 7. That's a 23.
Yes.
Okay.
That hits.
And I'm going to... No, I'm not going to do anything. That's what I was... That's 1d8. So he's going to take 9 off the first strike.
Okay.
Then I'm going to hit him again. And that's 22.
That hits.
Okay. He's going to take... What the hell? 8 plus 6. 14 on the next strike. And then I will follow that.
14 to hit?
No, 14 damage.
Or 14 damage. Sorry.
It,
Okay.
it was 22 to hit.
No, you're good.
Okay. And then I will, as a bonus action, attack with my prosthetic crossbow.
Okay.
I have, if you don't know, I have a feat, which is crossbow expert. It allows me to attack with a hand crossbow. Pun on hand crossbow.
I'm aware it exists. Go ahead.
Okay. That is another 22.
That hits.
Alrighty. And he's going to take 7 damage off that.
Okay. This
And
thing is
Oh, how's it
very
looking?
pissed.
Okay, well, seeing that it's not dead, and I just like whacked it a bunch, like, bloody hell, what the fuck are these things made out of? Reggie looks kind of nervous, and I'm gonna use Action Surge.
Oh my god. Okay.
You're just fucking going ham, okay.
He attack.
But also
He attack. But most importantly, he attack. Go ahead. Roll the hit.
So does that gives me what, 2 more attacks?
One more technically, but extra attack lets you attack whenever you take the attack action, so 2 more.
So I get 2 more, okay. So I'm gonna do that, and this time I'm gonna expend a superiority die.
We'll see if you even hit first.
Oh, see, I see. That's a good idea.
Yes.
Don't expend your
Nat 20.
Okay, that is.
And I'm
Double the damage.
I'm using a superiority die on this.
I'm half tempted to use other group rules for my campaign for crits.
Up to you.
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
Use max. You use the max that you can roll, and then you just double it from there.
Max, like
It's max damage.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
you sure?
It's full.
Are you sure about that? That's going to blow away some of these creatures. And us. It's also going to blow us away.
Yeah, if that's reciprocated.
Yeah, if the enemy's crit and their max damage is like 20 and it just doubles to 40 right away.
All right, fine. Don't take the gift.
You could do
We'll do it like normal. We're doing it like normal. Since you complained, we'll do it like normal. Just do it like normal.
Offer a compromise.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
All right, then. Normal it is.
All right, sorry.
Normal it is. It's okay.
8.
If you don't want it, then don't take it.
Does the superiority die?
I know.
Does this?
Pointing out that I don't.
All dice get
Does
doubled.
the superiority? All dice get doubled. All right. Here is.
This is what makes rogue
Just
sneak
make
attack crits so powerful.
Okay. So
It gets
that
scary.
is,
Yes.
a 16, and then 16 plus 14 is 30. Add in the 6, that's 36. Yeah, 36 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, Reggie is just gonna whack. Oh god, this thing's not dead. Just take the rapier, flip it, so that he's grasping it upside down, and just go right for the eye, and just.
Didn't even get to try and do a thing yet. All right, cool. It's dead. Impaled through the eye.
Do I still get another?
That.
Or no?
Technically, yes, as long as you can move to the next one.
movement. Yeah.
You have to. It has to be within range, or you have to have movement left to reach the next one.
Well, okay. I don't think I moved super far.
Well, you had to move around, bro. So you moved like 20 feet.
Okay, can I feasibly get to something else?
I'll let you move.
You'd have to move another like 30 feet.
My movement speed's 30.
So you have 10 feet left. You're not reaching anything.
All right, then I will use my last 10 feet of movement to move closer to the other drone.
Okay, you are currently next to Matt, while this other drone is vibing next to him.
Yeah, now there's just a girl instead of a cat.
Yeah, do you want to
Okay.
describe what your character looks like now?
She just looks like an average human, just with gray hair and pale eyes, and she's wearing leather.
Alright.
And Matt, upon
All the
coming up
leather?
to you and standing,
That's all that I have equipped.
upon coming up to you and standing next to you, Reggie's gonna look at you and go, "Are you in cahoots with the bugs?"
Oh my fucking god.
She looks
Okay,
pain.
well,
She looks like she's in pain.
I
it
am
is
in
now the
mental anguish.
Sourbird's turn. And he's gonna go for Rust Bucket.
Ooh. You don't say.
In the meantime, we're gonna casually just because I want to actually be able to do things with these buckers. Okay, much better. He's going to. Did Warforge are resistant or immune to poison damage?
I am resistant to poison.
Okay, you're resistant.
Yeah,
so
immune
I
to
can
disease,
still-
resistant to poison.
I can still do that to you. Cool. He's
I remember
gonna-
that.
And I also have advantage against being poisoned.
She's just gonna slash you. She sees this big, nasty, pulsating green abomination of a bee fly up to you after Reggie killed its friend. And it takes its large, scythe-like arms and it cat fights with you. So give me a second. We go. Does a 18 hit you?
So, here's the thing. Normally, that is my AC. However, I have a feature called Agile Parry, where if I make an unarmed strike as part of the attack action on my turn, and I'm holding my quarterstaff, I get a +2 to AC until the start of the next turn. So, like...
Okay, so it's not.
It comes for me and almost hits me, but my quarterstaff, like, shoots out suddenly and just, like, blocks it mid-swing.
Okay, so misses that first hit. It's going to try and hit you again.
Alright.
That was a natural 18, so
Alright, that one's gonna hit.
an unnatural 20.
Unnatural. Okay, that actually just hits. So the quarterstaff like tries to move back, but doesn't quite get there in time.
It's an unnatural 20. I hope it would hit. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to do
Got that one, Casey.
7, 11 slashing damage to you.
Ooh. All right.
Repairs required.
And it's just gonna kind of vibe there for a little bit. So who's next? That would be Ethan. What you doing, Cyrus? There's some big fucking scary bugs. You can see the flying one better than you can see the blue one. It's kind of off past just by the edge of the fountain.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point my bow up at the flying one, flex out my index finger for a second to cast Hunter's Mark on the flying one.
What does that
Okay.
do?
I get extra damage for hitting each time I hit it, and I get bonuses on trying to track it.
Do you have multi-attack? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
I do have extra attack.
I was just curious.
And then I'm gonna take a shot at it with my longbow, I guess.
Go for it.
15.
That hits.
Really?
This thing does not have a high AC, I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's a relief.
It is.
Which one is he attacking? The flying one?
The flying one.
So that's a fucking hell.
Roll damage, sonny boy.
6.
Alrighty, Aphrodite. You gonna do anything else?
I mean, I'm gonna shoot it again.
Go ahead. Roll a hit.
12?
Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
Well, my D8's not cooperating tonight. 7 damage.
Damage.
Damage is damage.
Not really.
Alrighty. 72. Yes, it. Listen. Damage is damage. Okay. That would mean it is now the short girl's turn. So she's gonna turn over to the other short water bug-ish type thing, and she's going to cast Firebolt at it.
Summons bugs, attacks bugs.
You think she summoned the bugs, it doesn't mean she did. Okay, that's a 14, 15. That just hits. So you see as she doesn't do anything with the staff, oddly. She waves her free hand, she's put the device away, and launches a firebolt at this thing, and does 2d10 damage. Fuck. That would be 16 damage on that motherfucker. So that would be needed. Dun, dun. Okay. And that is her turn. It is now Matt's turn. What are you doing?
Alright, I have a quick question. What is your ruling on casting a spell and then maintaining the concentration while going into wild shape? Are you cool with that, or do you not like that? Because it doesn't say anything about concentrating on a spell during wild shape.
I would say you just have to do normal concentration rolls.
Okay. I just didn't know if you didn't want...
Unless the wild shape itself is concentration, in which you would obviously lose the spell that you're concentrating on first.
I don't think it is. So I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at
Okie
third
dokie.
level.
On what?
On the flying thing.
On the flying thing? Okay.
Yeah.
It actually says wild shape does not break your concentration. I just googled it.
What?
Yeehaw.
Wild shape does not break concentration.
Okay. Then it's
Yeah.
just
I'm sorry.
roll for concentration whenever it's normal stuff.
Well, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Samuel L. Jackson in D&D.
Alrighty. So you're doing that on this guy.
They need to roll con. They need to make a con
I
save.
believe so. Okay, give me 1 second to grab a d20. Let's see. 13.
Nope, it has to be 15, so
It fails. Okay.
yes.
So you now have Moonbeam on it.
Oh.
Quinn gets it.
It's the nightmare noises.
Vibing.
So 16.
16 damage?
16 damage, yeah. And then I'm
Okie
going
dokie.
to use my bonus action to wild shape into a black bear.
Okie dokie.
Fun.
Blackened bear.
Good thing
I've been
Leslie's not
doing
here.
my
Everyone
research.
Would you happen to be a moon druid?
I am.
Would I happen to be a what?
I was
I'm
talking
a moon circle.
Matt
druid.
is moon circle. This is gonna be fun.
Okay,
I
that
want
means it's
Hours
the
worth
short
of videos on
turn.
druids.
Wait, but
So let's see.
On it. That's not a moon druid. What?
It shouldn't be.
Maybe you forgot to change it?
Oops.
Oh, I'm gonna
Um,
fix that.
It's good I caught that.
So that's
Yes, it
that
is.
other drone is going to attack you, RJ, because you just walked up to it, basically. Or you're
Oh.
close to it. Never mind. It's going to attack Matt, because Matt's right in fucking front of it.
Bear.
You decided to attack the flying thing instead.
No, yeah, it says for me, Circle of Dreams.
yeah,
Alrighty.
yeah, I guess you forgot to
Would
change it to
be-
moon.
So...
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This thing's going to slap you with one of its hairy, long appendages. And that is... 14, does a 16 hit you? Matt.
16 hit me? Yes, it does.
Okay.
You're using the bear's AC?
The bear's AC.
Bear's AC is 11.
Okay.
So that will be... Hold your butts, bitch. 4, 7, 8, 9 damage to you,
Alright, I'm
Matt.
still in a bear.
I believe that is a concentration check, though.
Okay.
That would be a concentration check for Moonbeam.
So what do I roll for concentration?
A D20.
It's a con save versus, in this case, 10, which is the minimum.
So I have to roll at least a 10. 13.
Nah, your Moonbeam's gone.
What?
Wait,
What?
what?
Is your Moonbeam gone?
No, he beat it.
Yeah, he's
Oh, never mind. I thought you said oop as in he failed. I apologize.
You got a 13.
I misheard. I misheard?
Alright.
I almost got scared for a moment.
Okay. No, you're fine. I'm just dumb. Alright, Tyler. Finally. Characteristic of your turtle. It is now your turn.
I like to picture Baka just watching all of this happen, just like...
watches
You are
everything.
closest.
Watches
You're closest to this flying
One of
thing.
those
It's kind of
things.
hovering before you and Rust Bucket.
Just, just listen.
There's a moonbeam around it, though.
So yeah, after all this happens, like Bach is
So,
like
keep
this
that in
moment
mind.
of clarity and just like the vermin are here! Get the children out! Warrior to arms! And starts running.
Literally no one else is moving but you guys. You get no response.
I like this turtle.
Just nobody.
Oh,
Baka.
War mode activated.
Rage mode activated. Yeah, Bach is going to run up to the flying thing and smash it with a hammer.
Hold on,
All
would
right.
he enter my
Roll to
moonbeam?
hit. What? Your
Would he? Because it's on the. It's
What's
on
your
the
radius
flying
on the
one.
moonbeam?
It's 5-foot radius.
Okay, it would just be on the creature then, because he would be standing next to it, not in its same spot, so he'd be fine. Oh, he's muted. Tyler, when you unmute, roll to hit.
Alright, yeah. Hold on, one second. Never mind. I'm just gonna roll the hit. I was thinking about ensnaring strike, but I won't.
You do what you want, man. I ain't gonna stop you.
Smack him.
Smack him.
Smacky smack.
Smack him. With your turtle fists.
Get him. Get him.
Get him.
Why do I have 2 damages?
It might be versatile.
I don't know.
Yeah,
One says
true.
2d8 plus 5, the other one says 2d10 plus 5.
Well, first of all, 2, and second of all, yeah, that's because it's versatile and it does more damage if you're two-handing it.
He is a turtle.
Oh,
think turtles
that's
get
good.
fucked
Okay,
stats
so I'm
for
doing.
things.
I have my shield on, so it's
So
one.
it'll be the lower one.
Yeah, me too, music, honestly. It's the fucking TikTok noise. I'm just sitting here like,
Okay, that's why I had. It was 5 anyway, so it's 10 damage. The double is 20.
What did you crit?
What?
Did you roll the hit? What?
Yeah, I said nat 20.
Oh, you did crit.
You're kind of quiet, honestly.
Yeah, you're a little
Really?
quiet.
Hi.
I do not know. I turned you up.
Okay,
I haven't changed
so
anything about that. I just
what did you say you did on damage, or did you roll that yet?
I rolled 2d8 because it critted, so I rolled 2 5s, so I took one of the 5s, added 5, 10, double is 20.
So it's 20 damage.
Yes.
Okay,
Is
that's what I needed
right?
to know.
Wait.
I just need a total. I don't need the math
15
behind
damage,
it.
15 damage, my bad. 15.
Yeah.
15?
15 would
15,
be,
yeah.
would be what it is.
It'll be double the die. Yeah, okay, 15 damage.
Okay, hold on.
So you roll the 5, you double the 5, and then you add the modifier of 5.
Yes.
Are you doing anything else?
I'm going to hit it again.
Okay, hit it again. Roll to hit it again.
Uh, 24.
Jeez.
That hits. That's excessive to hit this thing. What do you... Give me your damage.
When the turtle enters combat mode, better than the combat android.
Oh no.
It's called PTSD, Quinn. Don't fuck with it.
Alright, yeah.
The turtle is having war flashbacks.
What's your damage, Tyler? 6?
6.
Okay. Perfect. Alright, this thing is
Am I in a shadow realm?
not happy.
No,
What?
You're good.
You're fine.
Okay. I'm laggy because you're reacting after I speak.
But I don't know if it's for everyone else, but I see you speaking and then I hear you after. Matt's doing it too, but I don't know what's going on with that.
I mean,
Oof. Yeah, I guess that happens sometimes.
Your picture's been laggy for a while, so that might have something to do with it.
Okay,
Mine?
No,
Well, mine's always been laggy.
back up to the top.
Oh,
Well, I know
TV,
mine's
yeah,
laggy
hers is
for you
definitely
guys. It's not on my end, but whatever.
Sometimes it's good.
Yeah, you just like stop moving for a second, and all of a sudden it catches up all at once. So you're like
Yeah.
moving like you're possessed.
I mean, I'm
good
also
now.
staying very still for long periods of time, so it's not a problem.
It's good now.
Quinn, it's your turn.
Alright, so I have
You've got a big flying motherfucker in front of your face.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's say, alright, so I'll take the staff and just sort of, you'll see it go like, it's sort of like physics its way through my attachment as I swing it. So it just sort of
Okay.
like goes like that as I smack him. It's gonna be a 15.
15. Yes, that hits.
Alright, so he's gonna be taking big 6 damage.
6 damage.
As
Yeah, damage is damage.
Yep, as I do rotating servos, here comes the fist. Also 15. Wow, these dice
That hits.
are being very consistent. Okay, that's 10 damage with that one.
10. Alright, he's not looking too good. He's not on death's door, but like you break open one of the pustules on his abdomen and it spills a little bit of the poison. Oh, shit. I also need...
Do I need to do something for about this poison?
No. Tyler, you take 3 acid damage, and Quinn, you take 1 acid damage.
Alrighty.
Just because you're near it, it's been dripping this nasty green shit all over the ground, and the fumes are like all in the air about you.
I'll look down at the damage I'm taking, and I'll say defensive mode activated, and I will activate patient defense.
Okay,
That's another key point.
all good. And is that your turn?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
I like your character.
RJ,
Thank you.
Yes.
would you like to move up the rest of the way to this drone and give it a good
Well,
thwacking?
question: can I do extra attack with a heavy crossbow, or is that not possible?
I believe
I would say no, probably not.
the crossbow specifically I believe has the loading property, which means no matter how many attacks you would normally get, if you're doing something that has the loading property, it's just 1 attack.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I have the feat crossbow expert, which means you ignore the loading property of crossbows.
Oh. Well, in that
Well, you
case,
ignore the loading probably, but would you still only shoot once with it?
well, no, the
My
loading
question-
property is what would make it be normally once. So if you can
okay.
ignore that, then
Yeah,
it's-
you can hit it twice if you want to just use the crossbow.
Damn, that's good.
All right, then. I will.
Yeah, no, I've heard stories about how fucked crossbow expert can be, but I don't care.
Well, I just grabbed it because I wanted to be able to use the hand crossbow as a bonus action.
Sure.
So, Reggie is going to essentially, Matt, you're a bear right now, yes?
Yes, I am.
Are you? So I'm gonna take my arm, and I'm going to take my prosthetic and kind of mount it on your back. So I'm gonna excuse me for a moment, and you're gonna hear a loud, just a bunch of cranking and clicking, and then he'll hold it palm upward, and I'm going to shoot a heavy crossbow bolt at the flying sack boy. That is another 22.
That hits.
Okay. He will be taking 13 damage.
Okie dokie.
And I will basically he'll hear essentially more cranking and clicking. Hopefully one more will do the fucking trick. Oh, don't go off the table. That is 18 plus 7. I think that hits. You know, unless he flexes and his AC becomes 99.
The only one man is capable of that.
The only one man. That's 9 on the second attack.
Okay, 9 damage?
Yes.
Or, okay.
9
Sorry
damage.
about that. Okie dokie.
And for my final move, I will shoot one with my hand crossbow.
Okie dokie.
They're just dual wielding crossbows?
No,
He's
my
just
arm.
crossbows the man.
No, my arm is multi. It's a multi-tool. It's functional.
Ah, I gotcha.
We have 2 multi-tool people here.
Oh,
Yes,
fucking arm.
I have a heavy crossbow setting and a hand crossbow setting.
One's a wholesome robot boy and the other's a fucking chicken.
That is 14 on the hand crossbow. 14 to hit, Phoebe. That hits, yes?
14 to hit? No.
It does on the bug guy.
Nope.
I'm confused.
What was your last hit?
So my last hit was in the 20s, but the bug guy that I'm attacking, the flying dude.
Oh, you're attacking the flying one. I thought you were still attacking the drone.
Oh no!
In which case, yes, that does hit.
Okay, yeah, all that damage should be going to the flying dude.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I believe my
What
damage.
was the damage amount?
My damage was.
Hold on, I got a history function.
9 on both hits.
I have a 13, but that we'll see.
Oh no, it was 13. My bad. 13 and 9. You're correct.
19.
Yes.
13. And as you hit that thing, it fucking explodes everywhere. Baka and Rust Bucket, please make, what is it, Constitution saving throws? Yeah, Constitution saving throws. And you get advantage, obviously, Rust Bucket, because you're a fucking Warforged.
Is this poison?
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, that's still only an 11. Con is not my best stat.
21.
Or what? Tyler? 21?
Baka is another story.
21.
21.
Okay. Baka, you're fine. Rust Bucket, you take 6 poison damage.
Alright. And actually, I should specify that advantage. It wouldn't have mattered because that's only for being poisoned, like the condition.
Oh, yeah, no.
So.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Never mind. I thought it worked for all of it. Whatever.
Poisoned, so.
Cool. So that's fucking dead. He's fine.
Then, in lieu of the correction, I will aim my. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, but was that poison damage halved? Because I am resistant to that.
What did I say? 5? So you take like 2?
I think you said 6, so it would be 3.
6? So you take 3.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
I'm sorry. Still figuring out all of your quirks.
You're good.
Oh, that's fine. In lieu of the correction of damage, I will aim my last bolt at the undamaged bug.
Okay.
So, sorry about that.
That's
I'm
fine.
pretty sure 13 does not hit.
A 13 does not hit this now.
Yeah, so the last bolt is just gonna pew tink. Uh-oh.
Yep, it ricochets off of its hard shell, and it kind of, its little eye like shifts to you and stares.
Reggie is going to just kind of
Alright.
just like kind of crouch behind the bear a little bit. It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
I see. The tables have turned. The turns have
The
tabled.
tables, they have turned.
Irony.
Okay, Ethan, it's your turn. There is no longer a flying creature, but there is now the one crawling thing. I need to repost that so it plays again. Go ahead and come up with whatever while I fix this.
Given that I'll use Hunter's Mark's ability to move it as my bonus action to the remaining drone without having to cast it again.
Yo, shoot in the eye. Fucking blind it.
I mean, we'll see. Maybe if I get a good enough roll, but my dice have been very, very unkind to me outside of a single roll, so
You'll be fine.
I am being saved only by bonuses here. But once Hunter's Mark is moved over, Cyrus will knock another arrow with one already in his other hand, and he will open fire on the drone. Let's see how this goes.
Okie dokie.
I believe in you.
Modified 19.
There you go.
That definitely hits. Roll
Alright.
damage.
Yeah, well, hold on, Ethan, before you... we'll get on the next one. Get on the next one.
Okay. That was not bad. That's 11 points of piercing damage.
So for the next roll,
Ooh, spicy.
Ethan, before you roll it,
Okay.
I want you to hit them like 5 dump trucks taped together, specifically.
Specifically.
Deal at least one desk worth of
No,
damage.
that 15 does not hit, I believe.
Yeah, that just hits.
Does it?
That
Okay.
just hits.
Bottom.
Okay,
Deal a
barely.
desk. Deal a desk.
Deal at least
Deal
like
a test.
I get a
5
D8.
dump trucks taped together
5
specifically.
desks taped together, specifically.
5 desks in dump trucks taped together.
Sponsored by Chips Ahoy.
Sponsored by Chips Ahoy. That is 13 piercing.
13, even better. Hey. Alrighty. This thing hisses at you and is kind of pissed at all the damage it is taking. Is our good little friend, the wee lass, and she's gonna do another fucking firebolt, cause fuck you. Ooh, 15, 15, 16, 17, so she hits. And we're gonna do you two. 7, 8, 10, 11, and that's doubled because it's fire, and these things fucking hate those. So, 2 seconds. 22. You watch as she snaps again and launches another firebolt, and it crackles like a firework, and this thing hisses in absolute pain. As it takes 22 damage. Okie dokie. It ain't vibing. Oh, wait, I put the wrong number in. Yeah, 38. Okay. And then it is Matt's turn. This thing's not vibing. What you want to do?
Has it been a minute since my last turn in game?
Each round is 6 seconds.
Each round is 6 seconds.
So no.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So I can move Moonbeam like up to 60 feet. So I'm gonna move it to the other guy.
Yeah, you definitely make it to him. It's not that far.
Upon that, he has to make a con save and then take the damage, and then I'm going to move to him and attack with the bear. So
Okie dokie. Roll the
what
hit.
did he roll for con?
Oh,
What
yeah,
did he
sorry.
roll?
Hold on. I didn't roll yet. That's why I said sorry. We got...
And zeros on D10 are 10s, right?
14, 15. Yes. It got a 15.
Okay, it gets it exactly, so it passes. Alright, and then as a bear I have, I think, multi-attack. I can do a bite and then a claws attack. So
Go
I'll
fuck it
roll
up.
first.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
7.
7 to
my
hit.
first 7 to hit. So the
That's-
first one just
Yeah, that's a
misses.
no.
All right,
Sorry.
and then I'm gonna go for my claws. 7.
Oh man, honey, no.
You're adding your bonuses,
Shit.
right?
My bonus is.
Yikes.
I just walked up and
yeah,
missed
no.
both my hits.
You don't. You lose your ability to perceive depth for a minute there, and you hit the air in front of it wildly, and it kind of cowers back for a second, like what the fuck, but it doesn't get hit at all. Okay.
Understand any language?
That drone's turn. What?
Can it understand any language?
Not yours.
Can it understand any language?
It has its own, yes.
Then I can
but-
telepathically tell it to fuck off.
You telepathically get back just some. It's
I'm
disturbing.
pretty sure I would understand it.
No,
No, I'm pretty sure
You
because of
don't.
the way my telekinesis
no,
works.
you don't.
Oh.
I guess it's a special language that.
Point of order, Matt. Don't argue with the TM, especially if they homebrewed. Don't do it.
This is an exception to the rule with telepathy, I guess.
Okay.
You don't.
Okay, I don't understand it.
Okay, so it is that drone's turn, and I'm going to fucking do the thing I wanted to do.
Everything's dead before she can do anything with it.
Matt, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not lying. What do you need me to do?
My own NPC.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I think I get advantage on those.
I'm sure you're fine with it, but it's pissed at you. It doesn't like you.
Yeah, I get advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, but
Go
not
for
once
it.
you lose kills,
18.
like, fucking
I didn't
bugs.
even add my thing, but that's a mod 25.
Okay, so you're fine in that case.
You just straight
So
up.
then it's going to pinch ya.
Pinch.
Pinch me?
It's going to.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Flash stars just have permanent advantage on wisdom saves. That's really good.
What? Oh, yeah. Ooh, that probably hits. That's a natural 19.
That hits.
That hits. Okay. So you take 2d6. 5, 6, 7, 8. Why does that keep disappearing? What the
Long range with your,
fuck is wrong with this? Oh,
Do you get disadvantage at long range with the
8,
longbow?
9, 10. You take 10.
Yeah, but my
Piercing
All
damage.
right. So, my bear boy, I'm now dead as bear boy, exactly. So I revert to my human form, and none of the damage carries over because it was exactly 10 that was left.
Gotcha.
Also, moonbeam.
That's
Right?
another thing about it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
roll concentration for Moonbeam.
Disadvantage on the shot. So
Oh, and Moonbeam is no longer there.
Oh,
Moonbeam
shit.
is dead. Crab rave.
Mo-
bum 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 ba-dum, bum 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 bum. You know, all the us terrified, the bugs coming out of the portal. Bum 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 ba-dum, ba-dum.
Then 5 seconds later.
Kind of crab-like.
Oh god.
Oh,
Tyler,
Yeah.
I'm here.
are you still there?
I'm here.
There he is.
keep running.
Phoebe,
It's your
are there any-
turn.
Are there any
Lands in the
jitterbugs?
frame.
How far away am I
Jitterbugs?
from the other
Dancing
land
bugs is the
creature?
joke.
I would say you're a good 25 feet.
What's the
What's your
verdict on
ranking?
bonus action spells and attacking physically?
What?
What's the verdict on bonus action spells and attacking physically?
Your attack's just your action. If you have a bonus action spell you want to do as well, that's
Yeah, that's
All right,
normal.
because Baka doesn't walk fast, even though he technically does walk fast. He doesn't walk fast. So Baka
Gets out his
have a bonus
freaking
action spell.
wheelchair.
All right, so I'm going to cast a bonus action spell. I do that first, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, you can do your bonus action whenever you want, and then your action.
All right, I've never actually done this before, so I am going to cast
Okay, so
this spell, and Baka's going to disappear into mist, and then reappear by
Oh.
the
Bye, Baka! Oh, you're reappearing by it. Did you just do Misty Step?
You
I did. Baka knows Misty Step.
Hell yeah.
So Baka shows up, this, like, fades into existence behind his bug, his hammer raised.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, go
gone.
ahead.
Can you please make
Roll
sure
the
that your
hit.
character goes
Gonna attack it.
monkey?
teleports behind you.
You are also flanking, so you have advantage.
Oh shit, you were using flanking rules. Alright.
Yes, you are flanking, you have advantage.
Cool.
I can't remember the last person who used
I'm
flank.
paying attention to where you are. You should see my setup. It's very good.
I mean, flanking is an optional rule, is what we're talking about.
That's an 18 to hit then.
A what to hit? An 18?
18.
18. Okay, yes, that hits. Roll damage.
Yeah. Damage.
After Tyler's turn, am I able to make a quick call out, or should I have to wait till my turn to say anything?
A quick, what?
Eight.
You call, speaking is a free action.
Is it free action?
5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8 damage? 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Okay. Minus 8. So that's good. Alrighty. Anything else
I'm
you
gonna
want to
attack
do?
again. I can
Okay, attack
can I?
again. Yeah?
Through the base.
You got your you 2 attack
Oh wait, I
things,
remembered.
right? You've got multi-attack.
Gets it immediately.
I forgot I'm a paladin. I can do divine smite. I'm gonna do divine smite.
Ooh. Ooh.
Why am I not doing this? I'm a paladin.
I mean, it costs a spell slot, so you can't do it forever.
Well, yeah, I know that.
you'll
But
be
also,
fine.
my spell slots are ensnaring, strike, and speak to animals. I'm not really using those right now.
But I couldn't
Alright.
find the thing.
So it's still up.
Well, he's currently resolving a divine smite.
All right, rolling to hit.
Oh yeah, this bug's getting smited.
I missed.
And then along
Smote.
came these. Hey, har,
Oh,
there's
there's
a
lightning.
lightning.
And then
Let
along
Tyler
came.
say- let Tyler tell his damage.
What did you roll to hit?
Oh,
Oh, his mouth
16.
moved, but no sound came out. 16? Well, if it was a 15 or a
16,
16,
yes.
it hits. Yes, it hits. Okie dokie, roll that damage.
That's 5. 23.
Ooh! Yikes!
Phoebe, you sound
This
like
thing ain't looking too hot. This thing looking bad.
Dude, paladin smites are freaking nasty.
Squish it. It's squish it. All right. That brings us back to the top with good old Rust Bucket. What you doing,
Could you keep
pal?
the
You're on
body
the other end of
intact,
this thing.
please?
Hmm?
Could you keep the body
Why?
intact, please?
I mean, Rust Bucket is currently in full combat mode, but he'll do his best. Is there currently just one left?
Yes. You can move up to it. I think you'd be, yeah, you're like 20 feet. So you were right next to Baka before, and he was 25.
I have 40 feet of movement, so I'm fine.
Okay, so you can move right up to that boy.
Yes, right.
You also get flanking, because you were not flanking with Reggie
Alright,
and Baka.
alright, we're
Reggie hiding.
going up, whack him with the quarterstaff. I'm out
Do
of
it, roll the
fancy
hit.
descriptions for the time being.
You might kill it.
Well, not with that, because that's only an 11, but we'll see if the arm strike.
You have advantage,
Oh, that's right.
because you're flanking.
Thank you. That is a 16,
Yep.
so that does hit.
Yes, that hits.
And that's going to be
Roll damage.
9.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
All right, so we're going to go up and just... The quarterstaff is currently, so it's, coming out the back, and it's just my hand. I just run up and just, put my hand to this thing's face, and the quarterstaff just goes... and, propel itself forward.
What? Alright, well, yeah, that thing's fucking dead, and with that, we can make that stop. Oh, let's go back to some pleasant music, why don't we?
You'll see the quarterstaff just go out the back of this thing's head.
Alright, give me 2 seconds here to grab my shit.
And then after that, as it collapses, Rustbug will look down and go, threat neutralized, and just put the quarterstaff back on his back.
Yeah!
So
Reggie,
on that note,
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my notebook, and I'm gonna start writing down what, I'm seeing with this creature and, writing details down about it.
Reggie
Okay.
is going to keep his arm, his shield engaged, and just kind of is loosely gripping the sword, just looking around, just side-eyeing everywhere. And he's going to look directly at the girl and just go, "What the fuck did you just do?"
So I'm going to ignore him, and I want to... I'm sorry to cut you off. I just have something to do. Can I make any kind of check to figure out what it's called?
I'm gonna do my thing first, because I'm gonna do my thing first. As the fight dies down with a final blow to that weird blue creature you just fought, you see the little girl rush over the fountain and awkwardly attempt to scale it, bracing herself as she raises her staff up so the large blue teardrop-shaped crystal dangles just before the center of the portal. She seems to hyper-focus as her whole body stiffens, and without a word, yes, I can speak tonight. Without a word, the gem begins to glow a white, hot light. It's almost impossible to look at. It's kind of like looking into the sun. You watch as the edges of the portal start to shiver and shrink until it becomes about the size of an apple. And then there's one last quiet chitter that calls from the other side before you hear a loud pop, and then the portal ultimately disappears. It takes a few seconds, but eventually the blue tinge to the world fades, and all at once, everything that was once moving returns to normal. Things that have moved or fallen during your fight garner no attention, even people that have been pushed to the side. They just stand up and continue with their day like nothing had occurred. They pay no attention to the odd corpses of the dead bugs, and no attention to you all standing in defensive mode, having just worn yourselves out fighting these things. You get a better look at the girl you had just fought with. Her hood is now slit down, and you can see that most of her hair has been braided and wrapped up into a large bun that hangs heavy in the back of her head. You'd think she's an elf at first, but upon closer look, her ears are much larger and more rounded than you're used to seeing. Her eyes are this striking shade of shimmery red, and her otherwise light skin seems to have this metallic red sheen as she shifts in the light. All right. Now what would you like to do?
I would like to see if I can figure out anything about this just from looking at the dead body. I'm jotting down details. Can I figure anything out?
You can certainly roll a nature check.
Sure, okay. It's not $7.
While doing that, Baka's just going to raise his hammer
16.
and say, "You're not citizens of religious faith."
You get a couple weird looks, but people they just are like, what the fuck? And then they walk away.
And then he looks around and be like, "Wait, where's my village?" And he'll walk off.
Reggie will sit there just kind of almost hyperventilating, looking at everything that just happened, sees the turtle just victory and all this. He's going to walk over to the girl. "What the fuck did you do?"
I rolled a 16.
She's going to be like, okay, well, You can tell it looks like a water bug, but it's definitely not a water bug.
Definitely not water bug.
Okay. The little girl looks at you, Reginald, and her eyes are like wide, and she's like, I'm sorry. I know this looks horrible. I didn't do anything. I'm trying to fix it. I can explain more, but I'd rather not do it here. If you don't like, I can invite you to my home. I can explain a little bit better. Maybe show you some things. Please, I need help.
Sure. And just, Cyrus is going to elbow past Reggie. Sure. Invite us over to your house. Summon a couple more of your bug friends. That'll go over real swell. And just pulling out an arrow and pointing it at her. You got 10 seconds to tell me what the hell's going on, or I swear to God, I'll make you look like those bugs.
Reggie is going to...
Please, no, don't attack me!
Reginald is going to back up Cyrus, kind of stand, off to your shoulder with the rapier, like you see a rapier go past you. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm fucking with him.
Is the girl still on the fountain, standing on the fountain?
She just stepped out of the fountain, so her pants are a little wet.
So I was just saying, is she in the fountain or on the fountain or on the ground?
She is outside of the fountain, but she is wet from the fountain. She goes, your dimension's going to die if you don't help me, please. They're dimension eaters. They're here to consume everything you know. What? No, really, what? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, he said sounds like a fucking trap to me.
What? Did you not see the portal that opened up in the middle of nowhere?
Let me get this straight. You open a portal, send your
I didn't open anything. They did.
After us, and then you close.
They're not my friends.
Are you working with, you know who?
I'm gonna walk up behind her, and I'm gonna start backing her up. Leave, what is with you and accusing everyone? Please back up.
I don't want to get shit from you. You're in cahoots with that cat.
I'm gonna speak telepathically in your mind and just say, you are the dumbest person I've met.
I'm sorry, you
behind you.
You got acid spewing bugs with eyes in their goddamn backs and poison sacs, and you're worried about a fucking cat.
Yes, I'm worried about a fucking cat.
God, I meet a bunch of dimensionals and they're insane.
On that note, Baka walks up to the girl, kneels in front of her, looks her in the eye, and says, "You don't look familiar. Are you new to my village?"
And I'm assuming both of us visible confusion.
Rushbucket is examining this strange person very closely as he's never seen a turtle before.
That fucking turtle's his brain is break.
The turtle.
Says the guy.
Point of order, Rushbucket. You can recognize that she looks like an elf, but you are positive that this is not an elf you've seen before.
I'm gonna turn back to the girl and go, okay, explain what just happened, please. And I'm gonna write down what she said.
I'd really rather do it at home, not in public, but okay.
Get you home. He's gonna pick her up.
She is not strong, so you just scoop her up, and she's shaking. You notice she's shaking from like that fight.
I'm gonna pat her on the shoulder and cast guidance in case anything happens.
Guidance?
Guidance. You'll get an extra D4 on any check.
I guess this turtle's just walking away with the girl. Like what?
Yeah, he's gonna ask her where she lives and just walk into a random direction.
But it's if you go north.
Gungnir's gonna roll for north.
Gungnir?
She's pointing Gungnir. She's pointing in the direction you need to go.
Citizen.
Okay. Yo, then you're warrior. I wasn't done questioning her yet.
Baka does not acknowledge you and just starts walking to where she's pointing.
Oh, don't you fucking ignore. Oh, you're in cahoots? Oh, that's it. Oi. Cat
I'm
sniffer,
gonna
come
grab
on.
Cyrus. I'm gonna grab Cyrus's shoulder and be like, calm it.
I don't know. You look like the kind of guy that goes around smelling cats.
He's just gonna take his pipe. He's gonna take his pipe. He's gonna blow smoke in your face. You know, and he's just gonna go, fucking fine, let's go. Can't like Gramps get ahead of us, I suppose.
You're gonna catch up to him real quick. Unless he uses fucking Misty Step again.
I feel like Baka
Keep going.
is only alert when there's combat going on.
Yes.
That's the sense I'm getting.
And
So for the sake of
I'm just gonna trot off after Baka.
Yes.
for the sake of
I'm going to
okay.
collapse my shield. I'm just gonna click it back in, and I will sheath my rapier, take the pipe, wad some new tobacco, just stuff it in there.
Yeah, it's tobacco.
This is gonna be a long fucking day.
I'm just gonna look at you and go, that isn't too good for you.
That isn't too good.
And he's going to just side-eye you, not even turn his head. Neither is missing your fucking arm. And he's going to follow after the turtle.
Follow the turtle.
Lads, we
Okay,
follow that
so
turtle.
for the sake of brevity, because it would take half a fucking day if I just narrated this whole goddamn walk to the girl's house. You get to the entrance.
To get there.
Oh no!
There goes my camera. I'm gone. I'm dead. DM dead.
Curse
You're
your
on your
camera.
own now,
Yeah.
folks. Good luck.
Campaign over.
We have to run the campaign ourselves.
She somehow manages to direct you to this area that's mostly just very skinny townhouses and leads you to one. It looks like all the others pretty much. A little wreath of kind of a fall look on the outside of the door and asks you nicely to put her down.
Baka puts her down and then knocks on the door, just very politely.
She like pauses for a second and then shakes her head and takes her keys and unlocks it and opens it for all of you to enter. But she'll walk in first, obviously, leaving it open.
Yeah, Baka walks in and looks for whoever opened the door.
Even though you just watched her open. Oh, your short-term memory loss. That's right. I forgot.
Reginald is going to approach Baka, just kind of like go grab him on the back of his shell. Hey, Gramps, you take a hit in the head or something?
Oh, I've taken many hits in my day, but I've always come back stronger.
Actually, just a general question for my own curiosity. How tall is everybody, roughly?
5'7".
I have to check.
I don't know if I specified.
I am
I'll let
5.
you all go first.
6'6".
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah. So you're like...
Oh, you're short.
No, that's you, because apparently the turtle is 6'6".
Okay.
The turtle's bigger than me. Cyrus is 6'3".
Oh, okay. I got you. I'm fine. Yeah. So I'm
Okay, so this little lady she's like 5 feet. She shrinks. As opposed to, the rest of you.
Turtle's massive.
Shift. Okay.
I'm gonna walk into the house.
All right.
I'll walk in, but
Basically, I'll
Cyrus
walk in,
never
right?
takes his eyes off her.
Off of the girl?
Off of the girl, and he doesn't...
She's walking
blink.
ahead of you. She's leading you to the back of the house.
Okay, well, he follows, not taking his eyes off her then.
Okay. So you enter this cozy little home. It's tall and skinny and decorated with quite a few devices and artifacts and framed pictures of people and places you've never seen or heard of before. Oh, while filled with a warm glow and otherwise neat and tidy, you notice as she brings you to the back, you sort of pass a kitchen workshop room, and something horrible must have happened in there. There's broken dishes that litter the floor, other stranger devices that are scattered about with wires and gears splayed open. The guts of such devices basically turned to scrap. There's a few chairs that are split into bits and only useful for firewood now. And a strange-looking indent on the far wall.
Reggie
She
is
doesn't
going
even bother
to...
looking at it as she continues. Hold on. She doesn't even bother looking at it as she continues to leading you into a cozy little living room, draped with blankets and covered in lightly colored cushions, but no actual seats. She grabs a fire poker and uses it to gesture to the cushions. Please make yourself comfortable. I haven't had a moment's peace to fix the chairs, and the sofa's being used for other things.
Rose Bucket will sort of linger in that one room you mentioned before.
Reggie is going to search
The kitchen
for
workshop area?
Yeah. What was it?
Reggie will search for what?
Hooch. Booze.
Hooch?
Alcohol.
Oh.
I haven't heard alcohol called hooch in a while.
I mean, I know the term.
I mean, okay, so while Rust Bucket stands at the entrance to the kitchen, you go in and rustle around. Go ahead and roll investigation, I guess?
Okay.
Or just perception? I don't know.
16.
It takes you a minute, but you find up in a very tall top shelf a bottle of, like, half-drunken wine that looks quite old and doesn't look super expensive.
Doesn't matter. Does the job. Oi, lady! I'm taking your hooch! You weirdo!
Okay.
Baka sits down on the cushion. Actually, what weight are these cushions rated for?
Oh, God.
There's a bunch of them of various sizes. There's like little tiny ones, and then there's big ones that are meant to be on a couch, but they're not on a couch. So
yeah,
you
so
probably
Baka sits all 700 pounds of him onto the biggest cushion.
Nice.
You like whoomp, but it still feels quite nice.
So,
I'm gonna sit on the floor and not on a cushion.
Yeah, he's gonna look at the girl and say like, "All right, you're telling a story, little one."
Reggie will walk in.
Yes, in a moment.
Oh, I remember
you all
a
settled?
time when I was your age.
Oh, no.
Anything else you'd like to do before I continue?
Reggie's
Cyrus.
gonna come back in
Reggie.
with the hooch. And he's gonna just kind of look to everyone and just say, anyone want any? No? Just me? How about you, robot? Fancy a drink?
Rust Bucket will sort of like cock his head and go, "Why?"
And then with that, he'll just pop it and start downing the whole thing.
I'm starting to remember why I hunt solo.
Baka's gonna look over the guy drinking the alcohol. Oh, and he's not there, right?
No, I'm there.
What? No. Reggie entered the
Oh, he's
living room.
in
I am now chugging this entire. I am shotgunning this bottle of wine.
Oh, half.
Yeah, Baka's gonna look at
Wait,
that.
are you doing anything other than standing forlornly at the entrance of the kitchen?
Oh no, I was just saying I lingered there for a moment before joining everyone else.
Oh, okay. So you like stared in for a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baka's gonna look at the guy downing the alcohol and just be like, he's gonna look at that and then look at the girl and be like, oh yes, that reminds me. I remember when I was his age. And start going off.
Hold on, old
Pulling
man.
a jet's 10,000
We've
BC.
got other things to talk about. So she takes that same poker and she taps it rather loudly onto the brick of the outer hearth. And in response, it sparks a brilliant purple real quick. And it sets alight the firewood within the inner hearth. It kind of glows a slight purple tinge, and otherwise it feels like a normal fire. The room warms up, and those of you that are considerably more human and heat sensitive than others realize how chilled you were from the previous event. The little woman finds a well-worn light blue cushion and scoots it up to the fireplace and wraps herself in a blanket, and finally emitting a long, sad sigh, begins. What would you like to say?
As she says over her mouth, so I was going to put up my hand and go, hold on there, ma'am. I think one last precaution. He's going to walk over and like doodle a little something on the ground. No offense, but I don't really trust the kind of person who looks like they throw fish at street performers. And I'm going to cast a second level Zone of Truth.
Okay.
At least y'all need to make saves.
Everyone in a 15-foot radius, I believe you can also... Does it state you can choose to fail? I think you can always choose to fail.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, she chooses to fail. I'm not gonna roll.
Reggie will choose to fail.
I will roll.
You want to roll? All right.
I want to roll.
You must make a... Let me double check. Wisdom save? Charisma save. Beat 14.
Oh, charisma.
What is it?
A charisma save of 14.
That is
if you want to resist the Zone of Truth.
Yeah, I'm not. Charisma's my worst stat.
I rolled 14.
Okay, you beat it.
The truth always comes out eventually.
Well, actually,
Yes.
little Miss Pale over there is still able to tell lies. So keep
No,
that
I'm
one.
not.
Genius, I can tell whether or not it works. It's part of the magic.
Reggie
No, that
will
was a
finish
joke.
downing the alcohol. Can I have a question before you start? You don't have any chickens around here?
What?
No, not unless you went to the farming district. Why?
No reason. And he'll just take the alcohol and just toss it behind him. The bottle just...
Reggie, you hear phantom clucking. It's not really there, but it's like PTSD clucking.
You guys just see him just twitching, looking all around, there's no noise or anything, and he's gently grabbing his rapier. Fucking birds.
Okay.
Just for Phoebe's reference, I should mention Cyrus is almost always doing something, some kind of twitch. His foot is tapping, or he'll be running his hand over his chin or something.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware.
I
know Cyrus.
I have talked about him a bit. That's fine.
So she begins. You have a bit of a... We can say it's an infestation. The bugs you saw, they're called dimension eaters. Luckily, you only encountered a few of the little guys, but there are a lot of other ones, and it's getting worse. As they eat through the dimension, well, hold on. Normally, they would only eat residuals of the dimension, things that come off that are extra. It doesn't matter, but they consume it, and that's how they live. However, something happened, and now they're getting a little overzealous. They're eating too much. They're eating through into places they shouldn't, and the effects of the holes they punch through, well, you saw, sometimes it does one thing, other times it stops time entirely. It's different almost every time. I contacted some help to take care of the issue. People from, sort of from the place I'm from. They haven't returned for a few weeks, though. They haven't even contacted me. And things have only been getting worse since then. I'd go after them myself or call in more help, but as you saw, the nasty little bastards chewed their way into my kitchen and destroyed everything but my sensor. And she pulls out the little thing, the little device that you heard wailing earlier. Considering all of you were able to break the effect of one of their portals, and she kind of freezes for a moment and pulls out a little notebook and writes down something and then puts it away. She says, or she continues, each of you has a special ability that not many in your dimension have. It allows you to pass through to a place called the Void. That's where these bugs are from. Think of your dimension as a bubble. And I know some of you may be aware of the material plane and other planes of existence. Those are like other bubbles. attached to this one bubble. It's a whole cluster. That is your dimension. There are other dimensions, and the place between all of them is the void. So, because you're able to break the effects, you're able to travel to the void without succumbing to its effects as much. It can be hard on people. So, it would be in your best interest, not only for the fabric of reality being eaten and everything you know and love essentially becoming bug food, but also for your own sake to help me do something about this. The deterioration has drawn you all here, has it not?
Is that what that was? I was starting to think I had a bad egg for lunch.
I'd imagine it lasted longer than just a day. Months, maybe weeks.
See, I thought that was just my constant creeping dread of other monsters coming to kill me after I failed one time. I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna need more booze for this.
I don't drink often. I'm sure you noticed that bottle was rather dusty.
Well, I do.
Yeah, you don't say.
It helps
Well, if you
ease my mind.
want to stop in the tavern after we're done here, I can't stop you.
He's gonna just glare at you. Looks like someone always has something to fucking say.
Man, you always got an accusation, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any more questions for me? Things I can answer
Now,
specifically, or
Yeah, actually, what are you? Your ears look like mine, but they're not. So you're no elf I've ever seen, but I've also never seen anyone like you.
oh, I come from an adjacent dimension. Ours is almost right next to yours. So we have a lot of similarities. There's elves in our dimension, but they're different. We're referred to as shimmer elves, and she kind of like holds up her arm and moves it, and you see it shimmer red in the light.
Oh,
I
can pretend that makes sense.
I'm familiar with planes and worlds, but not dimensions. What exactly is the difference?
We'll go back to my analogy. Think of the material plane as a bubble, and the other planes as bubbles attached. You know when you see bubbles on the river, and they form in clusters, but there's different clusters? You are just one of those clusters. And the river is the void. It's the space between.
Now, rivers, I understand.
Yeah, Baka starts daydreaming about a river.
I will have to observe more rivers.
Or a river.
I'm gonna be writing this all down in my
Or
notebook.
if you ever wash your hands with soap, and you get the soapy bubbles, you can witness it there too.
Rustbuckle. What?
How about
Rustbuckle will
something more
examine his
recently
nibble.
that you witnessed? Think of one of the fruit stalls at the market. You are the basket of apples. My dimension is the basket of pears. Between those is the void.
Reggie's just gonna cut you off. Just. All right. Stop with the weird fucking analogies. Okay, the universe is a
I'm just
sandwich,
trying to help. I'm sorry.
and the bugs are hungry.
That's a weirder analogy.
My brain.
It also
hurts.
It's not just that the bugs are hungry. The weird thing is they don't normally do this. Something is very wrong. It's
So
unusual.
we have to leave our
The bugs
dimension.
always exist.
Baka's gonna look around the house and say, I understand. We have to wash the house to get the bugs out.
And not my house.
No,
my
we
house
need
is
a
fine.
fucking exterminator.
I think we are the
I think
exterminators.
So the two men I mentioned that I sent to go fix it, we refer to them as etymologists or exterminators.
But again, they haven't contacted me in weeks. I don't know where they are. I don't even know if they're still alive.
Sounds to
I
me
do,
like-
however, know where the main source of all of this is, where it's the worst, where you would most likely be able to access all of this and try and help make it not world ending.
Well, send us in the way.
Do these things answer to some kind of queen?
Yes, they do. Throughout history, the queens have actually been quite benevolent. Many people could even go into the nests and speak with them, and there's many, many interesting things you can learn from them. I digress. Something's wrong. I don't know if it's with the queen. I don't know if it's with the bugs themselves, but
It could be the queen. You see, when a queen becomes usurped, sometimes the bugs will just immediately take to the new ruler. Well, maybe not bugs. Point is, when the alpha gets taken out, occasionally the new guy can just rise up right in and start barking orders. Or sometimes you got something. How can I explain this to people who don't hunt?
I know, I get it.
someone-
I get it. I don't know if that's the problem, is my point.
Parker's
I
just
haven't
nodding
gone
his
to
head.
I haven't gone to go deal with it myself because I've been dealing with the portals that are opening up in places that aren't at the source.
As you're all
Like the
speaking,
market today.
Reginald will turn out of the room and head for the front door without a word.
Well, wait, I haven't even told you where it is.
He's a lost cause. Just we'll grab.
The story's not over.
He's off to go sniff another cat.
Speaking of sniffing another cat,
That's a good transition.
whoever wants to roll perception checks, roll perception checks.
Okay.
I don't know. That is actually on its side.
Nat 20.
Well,
Okay.
that seems about right.
I keep rolling low.
Thank God for decent buffs. I've got an 11.
I also have an 11.
Okay.
19.
22.
Okay.
21.
Sisquin, RJ, Tyler. What did you get, Matt?
11.
Okay, yeah, no. Okay, so Baka, Rust Bucket, and Reggie, you hear somewhere upstairs clawing, meowing, and yeah, that's about it. You just hear clawing and meowing noises coming from upstairs.
So Reggie will then pivot. You are in cahoots with that fucking cat.
What are you on about now?
He's gonna start rushing to the sound.
No, wait.
He's gonna just
Are you
dash
going
back.
anyway?
Yes.
Well, no,
Try and
she's still
tackle
back in
Reggie.
the living room.
Can I run and
Okay, so
try
you're
and
going
Reggie?
upstairs?
I'm going after Reggie.
I'm going to wherever that noise was made, sword drawn.
Okay, so you headed to the second floor. You still hear it above you. Do you want to check the second floor, or do you want to keep going upstairs?
I'm going to wherever the noise is.
Okay, you're going all the way upstairs. You get to the third floor. You realize it's kind of like the attic. The ceiling is, triangular, and there's a door, and in front of the door is the couch. You hear meowing. What do you hear behind the closed door?
I'm gonna move the couch out of the way.
I would like to try and stop him.
What kind of idiot are you?
Okay, contested strength, I guess.
Is it just a strength check?
Well, no, I'm contesting.
Yeah.
So what? Athletics versus acrobatics?
No, that'd be grapple. I think it's just strength v strength.
Okay, strength v strength.
Or at least that's what I think she said.
Okay. So athletics?
No, I think she said just strength.
Just strength? 16 plus 6.
You should not have a 6 as a modifier. That might be your save.
Oh, that's my save. My bad. 19 then.
19
Six.
versus, what did you get, Matt?
6 versus a 6.
You don't stop him. He pushes right past you and goes to move the couch. I need you to make another strength check for me, RJ, to move the couch because it's kind of fucking heavy.
And also I'm one armed.
Yes. So just with disadvantage because it's fucking
Yo,
difficult. It's a small space.
That is a 6. So he will grab this couch.
You-
He'll push it in a panic and then slip and fall, like just smack his head on the arm.
Imagine just pushing it again.
Yeah, you kind of catch the arm of it with your jaw, and it forces you to shut your jaw real quick. It kind of stings a little bit.
Ow.
Are you going to try again?
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna try and
Go ahead,
grapple him
again.
first.
If you want to.
That's what I want to do.
All right.
Strength
That's
versus strength,
acrobatics.
athletics or acrobatics.
All right.
We hear this rustling downstairs.
Well, you're gonna hear
Yes.
all this just banging and Reggie yelling and whatnot.
Aka's gonna stand
What'd
up
you
and like,
roll?
darn kids, and start walking upstairs.
Bro, like, stops. He's like, wait, no, I can deal with this. It won't be a problem anyway. Just wait here, make yourself comfortable, and she shoots back up to go upstairs.
All this over a cat?
11 again.
You don't. She like pops her head back in real quick. You don't understand. This is Orion. This isn't a regular cat. And she bolts back up.
Orion.
I'm trying
Like to start?
to get those kids to settle down.
I am going to try and move the couch again.
I was
Okay.
gonna like process.
Strength check.
Shit, they left me alone with the robot.
Can I contest
Am I,
again?
am I still at disadvantage?
Well, he has to. Yeah, so with disadvantage.
Okay.
He's gonna do his thing first because he won against you last time.
This time it's a 15.
Okay. You struggle a lot, but you do manage to get it pushed somewhat out of the way. Do you open the door?
Can I look through the keyhole?
There is no keyhole. It's just a regular knob. All you hear is meowing.
I am.
Actually, no. And at this point, you see a little white paw scratch underneath and like wave under the door, between the floor and the bottom of the door. Like,
So with
let me
that,
out.
wait, the cat talks. Did it just?
No, it's just
No, but she was like as in an example.
Yeah. Okay. So upon seeing the paw, Reggie's going to just kind of like bend down to the bottom of the door. Do you fucking talk?
It's
You
a
just hear
completely
meowing
different
in your
color from the other cat. This one's white, the other one was black.
He's now wearing
Yeah,
a.
it's a white paw.
Yeah, he's gonna open the door.
Okay.
Close the door.
You open the door. And you see a very large, very fluffy white cat walk out. It's big. It's the size of a Maine Coon. And it otherwise looks normal, despite the fact that its left eye has a marble in it.
Reggie's
Are you
gonna-
looking at its face?
Well, Reggie's just gonna kind of look at it and go, "Why are you in here?"
Now he asks.
Okay, you're looking at it, that's for sure. I need you to roll me an intelligence save.
Okay.
How smart is the Reggie?
It's not going to matter.
She looks down at her sheet. DC is like 28.
Nat 20.
Might not be enough.
So,
And you have and what is your intelligence?
I have a -1.
So you got a 19.
19, but yeah.
you collapse to the ground, and you are now drooling and staring into space like you're on the best drugs. And the cat proceeds to walk up on top of you, sit on you, and just vibe.
Okay. So
That sounds like a cat.
I'm
So
gonna
upon-
try and avoid looking at the cat.
Upon this happening,
I'm
The
just
cat
gonna try
actually
and.
looks to you, and nothing happens. You're totally fine.
Reggie's just
Okay,
gonna sit there
so-
just laughing, just ha ha ha.
And the cat actually starts like
telepathically.
kneading your chest, Reggie,
Yeah.
and purring.
It's making biscuits out of your chest.
Can I try and talk to it telepathically?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
You don't seem to be one of those creatures.
Referring to the dimension.
Very smooth.
That is what Mother calls them. I'm sorry for making your friend a problem.
No, he's less of a problem. Thank you.
No.
And I
I've
wouldn't
had
call him
too
my
much.
friend. So, she's your mother? How does that work?
Oh, not my actual mother. My actual mother was a cat. She's just the one that feeds me and pets me and tells me wonderful things. And
The
at that,
cat's
you
in
hear
cahoots with the mother
a
cat.
Ro runs up the stairs, sees this cat, and just like rushes over, scoops him up, and you hear her go, Bad King, you're not supposed to do that to people. She like gently tosses him into the room, shuts the door, just barely manages to move this couch over.
Talking?
She's got like the corner of it propped up, and is like standing there, like, oh, okay.
The deal with the cat. I was talking to him.
Oh, that explains why you're not on the ground right now. I'm sorry about that. Orion's been a little defensive lately since the bugs broke into the kitchen.
Yes.
He'll be fine. He just needs like an hour to sleep it off, and he'll come back to his senses. Just don't open the door.
Get me a fly swatter, because I'm making biscuits.
Oh, Jesus.
How long is he going to be like
Baka
this?
walks in, looks around.
About an hour. It might be best if you guys just stay here for the night, sleep. I have extra rooms, or you can use the living room. I don't care.
So,
or you can go out and buy things. I'm not going to stop
Reggie
you.
is going to turn to look at you, Baka, just eyes darting all over the place, just cross-eyed, center-eyed all over. Carry me like a princess.
Baka's gonna walk over to him, look at him, just like shake his head and be like, those mushrooms again, and scoop him up like a princess and carry him up.
Those dastardly mushrooms.
Oh, my fair prince, where do we go on our wedding? Ah!
Oh my god.
So what's in that
I'm going to lean over to Rest Bucket. You think the cat thing was a
you would have
euphemism for
seen
drugs?
when,
Because
like,
it sounds like
open
somebody
the
found
door.
something.
There wasn't much, but
What
the
is drugs?
cat, and there was a couple, like, there was a chair and a little desk and a small cot.
Okay.
Otherwise, there wasn't
So
anything
you
in there.
Cyrus
see.
explains.
Was that comment from our dimension or is it from your dimension?
What? If I go on every single thing that is from my dimension in here and yours, it'll take all day.
I'm just curious about the cat.
Oh, the Orion. He's actually from the void.
Why he has the marble eye?
It's a long story. He and a bunch of other animals came from a man who took animals that were born in the void and allowed them to channel their abilities. So you might not meet them, you might not have to worry about them, but there are people called singularities. As I mentioned before, me and the rest of you that are here with me, you're dimensionals. You're born in a dimension, but you can travel to other dimensions freely without much issue. Then there's singularities, who are born in the void and can travel to dimensions as they please. Singularities have one very special, specific ability they can do at will. Animals that are born in the void don't happen very often, and even though they're singularities, they usually can't do much. So, this man that I met allowed them to do that by replacing their eyes with a marble. He made it as painless as possible. I promise they're not uncomfortable with it.
Okay.
But they make for very interesting pets. The dogs make for very, really wonderful guard dogs.
Can I talk to the cat some more?
Through the door.
I have to be able to see it.
Oh, God. Just don't spend more than a day. I can't promise that he won't do the same to you as he did to that man. And he points to
I
Baka
want
slowly making his way down the stairs.
Well,
By the
I'll
way,
take my
Baka's going to
chance.
place him onto the cushion he vacated. He's not bringing him to a bed. He's bringing him to the cushion.
That's fine.
Oh, you're.
Ro will return
I was
downstairs.
right. There was
Trusting
drugs.
you're not going to do anything horrible to her cat.
You guys
I'm
look
not
like...
going to do anything horrible to the cat.
So while he's sitting on the cushion out of his mind, you guys look like you could use a hand. Click, click, click. Tosses the prosthesis into the middle of the room.
Oh, God.
And on that note, I'm going to walk
Just
into
pick
the
it up
room and close the door.
with it.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Let's see what makes this thing tick.
So you
She's
start
going
fidgeting.
to,
Well, actually, Phoebe, if he's gonna
What?
fidget with my arm, he should probably. I'd say. What would be a check for messing with a contraption that you're unfamiliar with? Intelligence, maybe.
I guess?
I'd say intelligence or perception.
I won't do anything until the DM says so.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's just picking it up and looking at it,
Well, looking at it
then
versus
no.
fidgeting with it and figuring out how to make it tick.
Well, making it tick mostly means like you're basically looking at it. Okay, here's a little slot. Just like poke it, not like hit any buttons, but like okay, so that's a slot.
Okay, so you're being careful. I'm just checking.
Yeah, Cyrus is many things. An idiot is not one of them.
That's fine.
Like pulls back the string a little.
Okay,
press the
then
10
don't
touch
worry
string.
about a check.
Yep. So you're gonna basically take this prosthesis and you're gonna start looking at it, and you're gonna find that it's really heavy. And you notice that this thing has a collapsible shield. It has elementary gears to click the fingers and whatnot. And there are two holes, one in the bottom part of the palm and one in the middle of the palm, the larger hole being on the bottom. And you notice that leads to a chamber and a shaft where there seems to be what looks like the components of a heavy crossbow stuffed into this thing and a smaller crossbow on top of that chamber. So it's dual chambered.
So that's where he was firing bolts from. I'm gonna pull out a little book out of my waist and just start scribbling a few notes. Interesting.
And then if you follow it down to like the elbow, you'll notice that there's like these little divots, like these tubes that go in that have like these little compartments that pop off to load in more bolts. And then if the shield opens up, that's how you pull the firing mechanism to string back the crossbow.
How
Okay.
setup this guy's got.
Baka walks over to the fireplace, withdraws into his shell, and falls asleep.
Okay, valid. Ro walks in and notices you falling asleep, and she's like, well, you're more than welcome to stay here. I'm not going to charge you. There's spare rooms on the second floor, or you can sleep in this room if you're more comfortable. I also realized I neglected to mention my whole name, considering the threats against my life and the need to explain everything before you.
Your name is Strudel.
My full name is Ro Amelon. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And nice to meet you too. Excuse me for a sec. Just opens the fingers, walks over, sticks the hand over Reggie's mouth, takes his other hand, puts it there. Hold that there for me, would you? Better.
I
Much better.
promise he won't be a nuisance for longer than it should be an hour. Sometimes it's lasted more than that. It's
You'll hear
kind
it
of
from the
unpredictable.
He's gonna keep being a nuisance even after that hour.
I've known this guy for like 5 minutes. He's a nuisance all the time.
Oh. And you, Warforged friend, can I assist you with anything?
I do not require sustenance or sleep. I will keep a watch if the creatures return in the night.
She kind of like makes a thoughtful face and then hands you her little device. I'll need this back in the morning for obvious reasons, but I'll let you hold on to it in case I don't wake up.
How does it work?
In case they show up in my bedroom and decide to murder me in my sleep.
How does it work?
It will turn on. It makes louder and louder noises when you get closer to the source of a portal. And then it screams when it starts to open. You will know.
You hear
And
snoring
she's going
coming
to head
from the cell.
upstairs to the second floor to head to bed.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else before we are allowed a long rest?
I will talk to the cat again.
Okay, what do you want to talk to the cat about?
Is it gonna fuck with me at all before I say anything, or is it chill?
You're fine.
All right. So I'm gonna ask it, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, so you were born in the void, right?"
That is what it is called, yes. By many.
How does that happen? Like, do creatures find their way into the void and then have things in the void, or do they form?
Usually, yes. Sometimes there are long lineages in which we are born in the void, but we all come from a dimension at one point or another.
I'm gonna be writing this all down. I'm also gonna try and draw a picture of like the cat's face with the eye and everything.
That's fine. It's big, fluffy, white, and then, like I said, the left eye is a marble. It looks like your normal play marble. It's kind of clearish and has like swirls of color in it.
Is it a cat's eye?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
An actual kind of marble.
Anyway,
God damn it.
how do your powers necessarily work? I've never seen anything like that anywhere in the wild.
I'm not sure. I can just do it sometimes. Other times I fight like normal cats. I scratch and bite.
I'm gonna write down on there, powers, just do it.
Nike symbol.
Powers, Shia LaBeouf.
Okay. I'm gonna ask if it knows anything about the Dimension.
The what?
The Dimension Eaters. If it would know anything since it's from the void.
You see the cat like puff up. I hate the bugs. The bugs hurt mother. The bugs hurt everything I like.
Yes, I want to help with killing them, but I wanted to obtain some more information if you might have any about them. So far, all I really know is that they can eat dimensional power and that they have acid of some sort.
I don't know much, but I know that when Mother shoots fire at the blue ones, they hate it specifically.
Okay, so for the blue one, I'm just gonna write down weaker to fire, question mark. On that note, I'm gonna ask if it has any questions for me.
No. He just kind of vibes.
Fair enough. Alright.
He's probably sitting on the cot at this point.
What
curled
is
up
in the
and
room?
tails, like,
There's not
whapping
much
every
in the
now and
room,
then.
right?
No. There's a cot on one side, and there's a very small desk and chair on the other. And then there's a window at the back that looks out on like a little... It's sort of a shared backyard, a little courtyard.
Okay, I'm gonna just walk out of the room and go and find a room to sleep in for the night then.
Okay, so like I mentioned, there's the living room, and then the second floor. If you're investigating anymore, you'll notice that there's two rooms in the middle, and then there's one at the end that's closed. The two rooms in the middle are open, and there's beds in there. Very small.
Is there anything
kind
else
of-
in the rooms?
You see some pictures of some really, really weird places. You see a couple of those shimmer elves, as she mentioned them, but they're different people and they have different hues. Their eyes and their metallic hues matching.
Okay. I'll just sleep in one of those rooms then.
Okay. Anybody else? Reggie, you're still fucking blazed.
No, I know. Eventually, my hands will just kind of calm down, and I'm going to reattach my prosthesis and walk over to Baka, climb up on the shell, and curl up like a cat on top of it.
What?
Jesus Christ, what kind of mushrooms is this lady growing?
Pupper! Attack of the pupper!
Pop attack.
I'm trying to
There's
eat a
no
pie
way
here,
you
but there's a
twit-
pupper on my
Time for
Hassan's dead. Baka died in his sleep of old age. He was dreaming about a doggo. A blur of movement.
Yes.
A blur of happiness.
Okay, you can all mark off a
or
long rest
me.
then if you're going to sleep.
Yes, it's a water bottle.
Voids too.
All right,
Yeah.
so come on.
Then
Come on,
just
get in, please.
what?
Hold on.
Holding on. You little bitch.
Okay. So, what
Or-
next?
But since I
We
require
can do this next section, or we can
Everybody-
stop now.
I mean, it's only like 9:30.
It's up
Depends
to
on how
you.
we-
Well, I know Tyler leaves early every now and then, so.
I'm good.
Tyler, are you
You good?
good?
Everyone's good? Tyler? I think. Oh,
Someone call me?
Yeah,
how
you
you
good to
doing?
keep
How
playing?
much more time you think you got in you?
What?
How much more time do you think you have in you?
Me? I still have a half an hour roughly.
Okay, we can get at least that part done. All right. So you all wake up.
Can I spend my other 4 hours since I sleep less than all of them? So I was just gonna stare out the window looking for wildlife.
Wait, how
Sure.
do you...
I mean, you're in the middle of a town, so you see a squirrel every now and then.
Nice.
Not to be trusted.
Good old squirrels. They know when the big guys are coming. Watch the squirrels.
Oh, you're frozen.
I'm gonna say that too, Russ Bucket. Squirrels. To keep an
He's
eye on.
frozen,
Let me
yeah.
tell you, they get real twitchy when the big guys show up, the big monsters.
Ethan, you
Yeah.
were frozen. Can you hear me now?
Like, you're good, I think.
Ethan?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Oh,
Yes?
God. Okay.
Hello?
Am I lagged?
Can everybody?
Everyone
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
You're both fine on my
Okay.
You
Um,
seem to be responding
hear
really
everybody.
slow.
I mean, Phoebe's a little bit laggy on my end, but other than that, everything's fine. I can hear her okay.
As long as you can hear me.
I can hear you.
All right. Well, you all wake up except for Cyrus, who's already awake and staring at the window at squirrels. Ro would have come down probably an hour after you were staring out that window and been like, "Morning, buddy. Do you want some breakfast or?"
When is the last time I ate?
Uh,
He's gonna like
I'm gonna
look
go
down
make you
at the
some
stain on
food
his
now.
shirt and be like, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes, I would. I haven't eaten in 2 days.
She's just gonna kind of nod and start making food.
Thank you.
You hear like shit moving around. She's like shoving things off of the counter and rustling about. So the rest of you wake up to the smells of breakfast as well.
Well, those of us. who can
She makes
smell.
a shit ton of eggs and bacon.
Reggie will be sitting on top of Baka's shell and smoking. Essentially, he takes his pipe, puts the tobacco in it, and he ignites it by taking his middle finger and index finger and his thumb, and he clicks it with the prosthesis to make a spark.
So is that normal tobacco, or did you get into her mushrooms?
He's basically not even say anything to you, just put the pipe in. And when he exhales the smoke, soldiers made of smoke, and basically like a smoke battlefield, they all just start fighting and killing each other. And he just doesn't say anything, he just watches the smoke.
All right. Somebody get a real power after that high.
Getting out of his shell and starts standing up.
Reggie, you start slipping off of Baka as he begins to stand up.
Can I make a check to stay on him?
Okay. You can make an acrobatics, I guess.
Alright. That is a mod 20.
Yeah, you managed to cling on, but you're not sitting. You're more like monkey piggybacking on him.
So I'm just there on the back of his shell, just piping, still smoking it.
So is this just Master Ukwe?
No, Master Uber is completely all there in the head.
This is Master Dementia.
Yeah, this is
monkey.
And more a paladin than a kung fu fighter.
Yeah, it's not
Potato
a
tomato. It's Master. It's off-brand Ugwe.
So,
although monk turtles are fucked.
Reggie will slide down from Baka and walk over to Rust Bucket and just kind of take the pipe out, blow smoke in his face.
Why do you do that?
It's my way of saying hello.
While you're doing that, Ro walks in, like barely balancing a couple plates or platters, rather, of the eggs and bacon, and there's some toast too that she
So
managed
Reggie
to
is
fry
going
up.
to see the
She
egg.
hands a smaller plate to you, Cyrus, that's pretty stacked. Like, please eat.
Reggie's going to.
Thank you.
Reggie is going to see
And then
the
goes
egg.
around and hands them to you.
He's just going to eat with his hands, even if they're supposed to be utensils.
Reggie will see the eggs and just kind of just go, I don't like eggs.
What's the matter? You don't like your protein?
I don't like eggs.
You don't like cats? You don't like chickens? You don't like eggs? What do you like?
Murder.
You realize at this moment, Reggie, that those bugs didn't look too disgusting.
Yeah, he says that, and he just kind of like sits there. I wonder what they would have tasted like.
This guy's fucking creeping me out, and it takes a lot to do that. Can we kill him? Can we?
I am down.
Yo, big robot guy, can we just like twist his head backwards? Because I ain't dealing with this guy.
I have no orders.
What orders?
I mean, you could eat.
Reggie's going to say to Rust
Why would
Bucket,
you eat?
I order you to defend me.
Oh, that better not be how it works.
Can I get you something else? I can make you like some pancakes or something, I guess.
He's just going to watch you like eat the eggs, just like death glare.
What's your problem?
I
Just because you don't like eggs doesn't mean I can't.
I don't like it when other people eat eggs.
What's your issue with
Then
eggs?
turn around.
Something's off
I'm
about
not
you,
trying
mister.
to
I can't
appease
quite
you,
pinpoint
General
what's going on.
Smokehead.
He's just going to take just a puff off the pipe. And he's gonna blow smoke in your general direction. So that the smoke interferes with your eating.
Cyrus just sits there and takes
While
it.
they're eating
You think
eggs,
I mean?
Reggie,
eaten
you hear
moss.
more phantom clucking.
You think smoke bugs me?
He's just gonna sit there. So as the phantom clucking comes, he's just gonna take you're just gonna see him inhale for a straight fucking minute. And then as he takes the pipe out,
You're gonna choke on that. No, roll me a con save.
a con save. Alright.
You alright, Phoebes?
Thank you, Matt, for the visuals. I appreciate it.
21.
Yeah, you're fine. I mean, you a little bit, but you breathe it out, okay?
Phoebe, you all right? You're
What?
okay? Are you okay with the?
Can you not hear me?
No, are you okay? You're putting
Oh,
something.
yeah, no, my ear's fine. It's just being a pain. I wore earrings a little too much, so now it's like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Figured it was something like that.
I thought you couldn't hear me there for a second.
No,
I'm gonna ask
sorry.
you-
I was trying to motion to your ear.
So I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at
no,
Rowan.
you're good.
My bad. Go look at Rowan and go, so what's this about that source you were talking about yesterday?
The Untitled Manor. That's where the effects started. Yeah. I hate to think of what happened to the kids that live there. They already lost their father. They can't do this. I'll take you there whenever you're ready.
I'm ready to go.
So Reggie is going to not eat anything, reach into kind of like the upper part of his armor, pull out a flask, pop it, and just start chugging it.
You're not going to eat that?
He's like straight chugging it, just no. Takes it.
You know I have forks. She's looking at Cyrus, just...
Cyrus, what are forks?
Oh, yeah, I guess I am supposed to use those indoors. I can use a fork.
I mean, you don't have to if they offend you.
No,
She kind of like gives you...
I eat out in the woods a lot while I'm hunting, and I don't bring forks with me, so I'm just kind of used to not. But my mom taught me how to use utensils. I'm not a barbarian. When he's
done drinking, he's gonna wipe his mouth. Do you wipe your ass with a chipmunk? And he's gonna put the flask away.
No, any good survivalist knows you use maple leaves. What the fuck? You don't use a living animal.
I don't think this one can take a joke.
She just kind of pinches her nose like, you all are so...
Basic survival, man. Come on. You want to take a living, writhing animal? You want to try to put it near there? Jesus Christ, that how you lost your arm? You just take a bear and decide to shove your arm down it?
I lost my arm to a ballista. It just eats. He just eats more eggs. Reggie just noticeably uncomfortable.
I'm not turning around. You can.
He will turn sideways to look at the robot. Bucket? You were?
Oh, yeah, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Rust Bucket?
Rust Bucket is my code name.
Can I call you Rust? Rusty?
That is acceptable.
All right, Rusty. You see he's gonna kind of make kung fu motions with his good arm. See you there with your moves, Where'd you learn to move like that? Impressive.
That is how my master designed me. I was meant to be a defensive combat.
And who might be your master?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, I am sorry for your loss.
Cyrus is going to look over. Oh, shit, you too?
They go, oh!
Reggie will look at him.
I can't take this.
Reggie will just.
I'm gonna wait outside for you guys.
Reggie will look at you.
I'll follow outside
and just be like, "Do you know what tact is?"
No.
I know what tactics are.
I am never inviting you to a funeral, and I never want to see you at a funeral.
I go to a lot of funerals.
How many of them did you create?
Oh, none. No, I don't kill people. I kill monsters. Like chimeras, displacer beasts, owlbears. No, I don't kill people. What the fuck? What the fuck?
What about you, Reginald? You said you like murder. How many people have you
I
killed?
went to funerals of guild members who died in the field. Jesus Christ.
How many people have I killed? Oh, he's just gonna sit there and he's gonna smoke on the pipe and just kind of think and start like doing mental counting.
Is he capable of that?
I don't like how long he's taking.
523.
Sorry, what?
What?
Okay, hold up. I'm sitting with a bunch of murderers?
Reggie's just gonna sit there.
I've not committed the
Only up
act.
to 203.
Not in the last year.
He's gonna take another pipe
Whoa,
smoke.
guys, come on. This ain't a contest. Look, nobody's judging based on how many human fucking lives you've taken.
They were
enemy soldiers. Oh, I was only counting.
I did not kill. I did not kill any humans that I know of.
It all depended on what my master asked of me. That's all.
Bacchus is going to suddenly perk up from his breakfast, look over at Rust Bucket, and smile and walk over and say, "Old friend!
Guys, now,
I haven't seen you since the war."
So Reginald is gonna look at you, Baka, and say, "What's your cow, Gramps?"
Bacchus going to look at him and just be like, "Kill count?"
How many
Like, cock his head.
have you bashed in with your hammer?
that's a morbid fucking way of putting it.
Ah, many have been felled by this hammer.
Do
He's
you
a
remember
war
how
hero.
many
So go back looking at
Dead guy.
Okay, so
Many.
Radio tower. I don't even know what that is. What did I just say? Anyway, we'll go with it. I like its ring. Maybe it'll get it someday.
I like Rusty.
Sure, Rusty.
What do I call you? Twitchy?
Okay, first off, you never asked my name. That's why you didn't know what to call me. Second, it's Cyrus. Nice to meet you. What's yours?
Now you can call me Reggie.
Reggie.
By the way, Rust Bucket, Bacchus currently just babbling to you about the old times.
Back in my day.
Wait, okay, so wait. Just like licking yolk off his hands. So
Stop that.
Rusty, you don't let good go to waste. Rusty, if you said your master's dead, right?
That is correct.
Okay. My condolences.
Oh no, George is dead?
And wait, if your master's dead, who do you answer to?
Is it me? Can it be me?
No. I don't know.
Hello.
What?
Who do you
broke
answer
him.
to, big guy?
Oh, this sometimes happens. Bacchus gonna hit him on the head.
Hello.
Dink.
I am defensive android known as Rust Bucket. Nice to meet you.
Rust, yeah, Rust. Okay, that question him out. I'm.
I think you would have caused a paradox.
Yeah, parent.
No master can't answer question. Not in the.
But there's not a next of kin or something. There's not like you pass it on to like his apprentice or something.
Maybe we reprogram him. Make him make biscuits.
Keep him away from the robot.
Seeing something like that. Do you have any idea how that works?
Well,
Because I can tell it's a lot more complicated than them fancy gears in your arm. Just by looking at them, I can tell that.
you do have a point. I have a little familiarity, not specifically with this. This is more.
Also, wouldn't reprogramming him technically be overwriting his will?
No, that's a fair point.
I don't like that.
What is will?
You hear from the
What
front
is
of the
well?
house, "Are you all coming? Are you okay?"
So,
I'm gonna go and
essentially,
take the old turtle and I'm gonna start pushing him towards the door and I'm just gonna go. So,
Just like
what's
beating
your
that.
name? What's your name, old guy?
Come here, Grandpa.
yeah, Reg-
Come on, Grandpa. What's your name?
Reginald is going to
I
take.
am
Go ahead.
Nice to meet you, Baka. You can call me Nair.
Reginald will take his prosthesis and put it on your shoulder, Rust Bucket,
Okay.
and say, "Well, You weird lost robot. We're associates. I don't know if I can be friends with a hunk of junk.
I mean, he's a lot nicer than your arm.
You
so
are partially.
what does that say about your arm?
Functionality over aesthetics, my dear Cyrus.
I mean, he's pretty functional. He kicked a... Did you see what he did to that bug?
Well, you do have a point. I think you could use a bit of polish, my robotic friend.
Spit shine?
No.
What?
You have to care for metal. If you don't take care of your tools, they fall apart.
Yep.
I have
Just look down at like the two like swords under his cloak and his arrows quiver on his other hip. Like, I know that, but do you not spit shine your weapons?
I oil them.
You do both. The oiling takes care of the cleaning and proper maintenance. The spit shine gives him a little glimmer.
Rustbucket, I have a request for you.
What is the request?
Don't take advice from that one.
I'm feeling personally attacked. Look, you're the weirdo. I'm not the one running upstairs from a cat noise, getting high as balls, and then coming down and sleeping on a turtle.
Cats are in cahoots.
I'm just sitting here having some damn breakfast, the best food I've had in days, and you're insulting my intuition.
He will take his prosthesis and slam it down on the nearest table. Just, I will trust no cats henceforth from this day.
What happens if you become a cat?
Nara's just gonna start.
I can't trust myself.
Can you trust yourself now?
He's just gonna like bite his lip and just walk outside.
Oh, this is starting splendidly. We're gonna die. It's not how I want it to go. I'm gonna walk through, and you have to go through the kitchen to get out the front door, right?
You go past the kitchen. There's like a hall, and there's a kitchen up to the side, and then the living room in the back.
Cyrus is gonna like pop into the kitchen real quick. Are there still eggs in sight?
You see a couple tiny scraps of bacon, but she otherwise took everything out.
Mine.
Bacon.
He'll think
She's
about it.
outside.
He's like, this is probably hers. And he'll turn around and leave.
Oh,
So,
Rustbucket, are you coming with, or are you just vibing in the living room still?
Hey.
I'm following.
yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Fort Man, come on.
So upon coming outside, Reggie's going to approach the girl. I forget her name.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Ro.
gonna go up to Ro and just kind of walk over, take his good arm, and she's obviously shorter than him.
She's
And
not shorter.
He's going to basically use her as an armrest and just kind of load some more tobacco in his pipe, while arm resting on her. So, little miss, looks like you've got a problem and you need a solution.
Walk out the front door. Well, technically, I think we all have a problem since, they're eating our dimension.
That's a fair point.
I'm gonna be honest. It's all our problem. I just happen to know about it.
He's just gonna bend over to look at her eye to eye. I'll help you out for a nice bottle of whiskey.
What you
I'll
charge?
see if I can get one. If I don't manage to die while you're gone, kind of.
He's just gonna
We get whiskey from another dimension.
he's gonna click his fingers and light the pipe. Interdimensional whiskey does sound quite nice. What does whiskey taste like in your
Oh, you want whiskey from my dimension?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to make some calls for that, and my comms are down. How long are you willing to wait?
As long as it takes. And he's going to blow smoke in her face.
Fair enough.
Would you stop doing that to people?
She kind of.
It's my way of saying
Could you
like
bring me a unique animal from there as well?
He's gonna
I
put the
want
pipe
something
back
to
in his
find
mouth.
more
kind of like snickering to himself.
And this guy says, I got
Listen, I
tact.
don't mind rewarding you, but I need to remind you that your lives hinge on this. If you
Well,
don't
yes.
do anything about it, it's
We're going
more
to
a
do
matter of
something.
dying a very slow and odd, painful death.
Look,
I
I
was
heard
just
monsters
curious about the
terrorizing
action.
people, and I was in.
Baka's just gonna pat her on the head with his giant claws and just be like, "Your smile is enough, sweetie."
Reginald will
Thank
say,
you.
I'm in
Stranger
for the
man.
interdimensional whiskey, and as long as that one doesn't touch me, and he's gonna blow smoke at you.
Oh, yeah? Come here, you little son of a
He's gonna
bitch.
start backing up. What did I just fucking say?
Oh, what's the matter?
You're dirty.
Okay,
Should we get a move
okay,
on?
I'm gonna start
Shirt on the
with you.
top, on the shirt, and the man's lost his mind. A posh cunt, isn't he?
We should get going.
So she starts walking, leads you back to where the market was, and takes you east. So from north to east. And you end up.
He's like trying to impress me. Just, no.
Haha,
Um,
you touched me.
Ha!
So you watch as the town kind of goes from like the normal, very middle class ish areas to slightly more noble. The houses get bigger and more spaced out. You see that there's like acres of land that are behind these buildings that allow for very large yards with beautiful trees and what have you. And she brings you up to one in particular. You can see in the back there's a very large greenhouse, and brings you to the entrance and says, "This is Untitled Manor. This is where I must leave you. I'd like to come with you, but like I had talked about it, I need to stay here and keep an eye out for any more portals that appear." And she holds her hand out to you, Russ Bucket. I need the sensor back.
Yeah, he'll hand it to her.
Thank you. And she puts that away.
Actually-
I do have one thing for you.
Oh, go ahead.
What?
No,
Okay.
go ahead.
I do have one thing for you that will assist. And anyone want to take this from her in particular, or am I just
What
giving
is
What is
to
it?
give it to someone random? It's an object.
Reginald,
What is it?
Reginald will snatch it and start inspecting it.
Okay, it's a small stone thing in the shape of a cat face. You wouldn't like it.
Reginald just looks at it and goes, "Is this some kind of fucking joke?"
I will
And
quickly snatch it out of his
It
hand.
looks a lot
I'm
like
not
the cat
giving
that
it to
you had
you.
seen. It's
No.
white with a marble in it.
I don't trust you. You were a cat.
Give me the cat thing.
No. What does this do?
It will help you.
Help us how?
It's a luck stone.
Oh, luck.
It's a luck stone.
He's going
It
to
gives you a
reach
bonus to ability checks and a bonus to saving throws and a bonus to initiative.
to whoever has it.
It's a +1. Yes. You need to attune to it though.
There's no way Reggie's attuning to a cat face. Don't even kid yourself.
Yeah, I'm just thinking who would best. I'm gonna give it to Rust Bucket. I'm gonna go over to Rust Bucket
Okay.
and I'm going to find a nice little like spot or chink in his armor.
Give
And-
an indentation.
Yeah, and
It looks
I'm gonna press it into
like a
it.
little white cat face.
Yep.
And if you've ever seen a luck stone before, usually they're just normal stone with a gem in the eye, but this one's a little white face with a marble in the eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna press it into like your chest, so it looks like a little badge on you, and I'm gonna say you seem trustworthy enough.
Are you going to keep it or are you going to give it to someone else?
Baka's gonna walk over and pat him on the shoulder. "You've got another badge of honor."
I love this guy.
Oh, this man.
What are you going to do, Quinn?
I will accept it.
Okay. You add a luck stone to your thing, or a stone of good luck if you're
I
having a
want
hard
it to be
time
flavored.
for it.
It's just on his. It's just on his like his chest. It's just there.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sure he could.
You might be able to like chink it in,
Yeah.
or he'll probably be able to adjust it to like fit on a bolt or something.
+1 to ability.
Can you help?
God damn, that's really good.
Baka's gonna look at Bucket's chest and be like, "Where's the badge you got for the Battle of the Red Field.
So Reginald is going to pick up a pebble and just look at Baka and say, "And don't worry, we got you a badge too." And he's just gonna hand him the pebble.
Oh, that's just me.
Here it is, and he's just gonna put it on Rust Bucket.
Oh, no.
Dude,
He's just gonna cut a collection of stones.
take advantage of a guy who's not all there.
I'm just trying to make him feel. Look. When you deal with old timers like this, sometimes it's best to go along with the charade.
Okay, don't talk to me like I've never interacted with a person before.
He didn't seem like the type.
I interact less frequently, admittedly, but that doesn't mean I've never talked to a person. I'm forming words, aren't I?
You've also never done laundry, have you?
I do infrequently.
Take 3 steps back, I can smell you.
I'm surprised you're able to understand what smell is.
He's gonna blow smoke at you. Try it.
You know, your smoke isn't helping the scent.
Oh, it smells better than
So,
you.
It's...
while you two are
Shall we get going?
It is to hide from a chimera.
Rogue bows her head a little bit and then makes her way back to her home. Like the
I told
opposite
the
way.
question.
What? I'm sorry, what?
How the hell do we get back?
Get back where? What?
Here? You're sending us into the void. How do we get back?
I'm sending you into the mansion. I don't even know if you need to go into the void.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Regardless, if you find the men that I sent in there, either if they're alive, they'll be able to help you get back, or if you find their gear, they have things that can make portals in order to get back here.
Okay.
Find the men. They're your best chance if you have to go to the void and you need to find a way back.
Pop his arm shield up
Okay, thank you.
and have it at the ready.
Let's go.
It's so defensive. It's a house.
Baka's gonna walk over to Ro and like kneel down in front of her and just like put his hand on her shoulder and say, "Don't worry, everything will work out fine."
I sure hope so, old man.
Good luck,
I
Bryce.
sure hope so.
There has
Gonna
taken
say-
What'd you say, Matt?
I
He's
like
gonna
it.
say, "Go."
Okay.
I was just gonna. The last thing he was gonna say to Ro was he's gonna say, "Good luck, Rice," and get up and walk off.
She just kind of like smiles a little bit and giggles and then just kind of turns around and walks away.
Oi! I need your help. I don't trust Cyrus.
Was it?
What did I...
He's gonna kind of like take his
Are you
hand.
guys approaching this building?
Oh no!
I would like to start approaching the
We're
building.
standing at the steps, and I'm asking.
No, I'm going with Matt. If you
Yeah.
know, Reggie Ray's telling me off, so it's like, nah, screw you. I'll
I'm,
go with
I'm
the cat
asking.
lady.
I'm
We
asking.
keep getting caught up.
I'm asking
So at the
for assistance.
Um,
So
Rust Bucket will say, what do you require?
I need you to. He's just going to extend the prosthesis, and he's going to load in a heavy bolt and load in a smaller bolt. I need you to pull back the firing pin. This guy underneath the shield. Think you can do that?
I mean, Rust Bucket has something very similar, so he will do that without any issue.
yeah, I'll let you just do it for free.
Yep. Like, and you see Rust Bucket do it. It looks like he's done this a million times.
Oh.
It looks like he what?
Andy.
It looks
Like he's done it a million times.
He's very practiced at this.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Reginald is gonna watch him and say, I asked you to do tune-ups on me prosthesis. I think you and me are gonna get along.
Just regards you.
So, Nair and Cyrus, as you approach the front of the building, you see a set of very stout, strong-looking front doors. Small frosted window at the top of each. A heavy-looking metal knockers carved into lion heads chomp down on very wide rings, beckoning you to grab them. What do you do?
I'll knock.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna
Do you try to
ring.
open the doors?
I'll open the door.
Is it on? Oh, it's on.
It kind of like you feel it hitch on a lock, and as you shake it, a little piece of paper from the trim on top kind of flutters down to your feet.
Up and read it. What does it say?
Says, Felix, I knew you'd get locked out again, you big dummy. I tucked the spare in the begonias. Please put it back when you're done. W.
Try and break down the door.
You can certainly try.
Hey, what's that note say?
Something about a key in the begonias. So what do I roll?
Point of order, you did notice a greenhouse on your way here.
Yes, I was just going to hear that and go, oh. He's going to start doubling back to the greenhouse. Begonias.
Anyone else accompanying him?
You're gonna walk
I'll
past
give
me.
on the breaking the door and go with him.
I'm gonna see you. I'll have to find more
Okay.
dirt.
You're always walking on dirt, genius. I'm off to find the spare key.
Spare key. Where's that?
Or do you just assume that everything I do involves rolling in dirt?
Probably. He's gonna blow a heart at you.
I will smack that pipe out of your
Okay.
face. I'm getting real fucking tired of your attitude.
It's a very valuable
Is
possession.
everyone going back to the greenhouse, or are we just
Face.
splitting?
I believe so.
Baka's actually going to stand in front of the door.
You're not going to follow everyone else?
He's just going to look. He's actually. You know what?
Okay.
I'm trying to do
Baka's going to look in front of the door, just like look at the house in general.
different from you. That's a little different from you. And my
I can't hear you
Guys.
because you're talking.
You just think I'm some
I
monk
can't hear you talking.
Mute your mic.
all day.
He's
Ethan!
gonna blow off to the
Ethan!
side of you.
Tyler's.
I can't hear Tyler with your crosstalk. I'm sorry.
I'm
Can
sorry.
you mute them?
What's going on, Tyler?
Oh, yeah, right. Baka is going to like look at the house and like see the very fancy house and have just like a minute flashback, and then all of a sudden raise his hammer and start yelling, "Come back here, demon!" and start hammering on the door.
Your hammer, and you realize something weird. On like your third hit, it kind of sticks a little bit into the door, and you have to yank it out to get it out. Like it sunk into the door some.
Upon seeing this,
Stop.
Reginald is gonna blow
Yank it out.
smoke past you this time and say, "Correction, Commander. Gramps is having a psychotic break. Go find the key." Walk up to Baka.
Let's find the key, Cyrus.
When did you get here?
I'm gonna open the
What
door
about
and
you, Rust
lock it.
Bucket? What are you doing?
Hmm?
What are you doing, Rust Bucket? You just watch Baka embed a fucking
Yeah.
hammer into the door and then pull it
Yes,
out,
That's true.
and the door looks fine.
Your magics won't stop me.
I will examine the door and try to touch it.
And try to what?
I'm gonna try see like touch the door where he hit it with the hammer and nothing happened.
So you touch it where you hit it with the hammer, and you kind of get into the other areas. And either way, after a couple seconds of it seeming like normal wood, it starts to kind of shift and shimmer in a sort of fractal way. Do you push your hand in, or
I like push gradually.
you push your hand in, and it goes in kind of smooth for a moment, and then it gets harder and harder until you feel a solid stop. Like it is not going any further. Are you pulling your hand out?
I pull out. I walk back about 20, 30 feet.
Pull out is not.
And I charge the door.
Oh, not you too.
Okay.
I
You enter
What's
some of the door.
experimenting.
You enter some of the
Friend,
door.
we will get him yet.
And you hit that point again.
Mhm. I'm trying to go like
Really quickly.
force.
And you
this
take
time.
4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Tom
and Jerry just.
He's gonna sit there, just
And you really have to struggle to pull yourself out from this.
smoke the pipe and
surface.
say, "You do know there are these things on mansions called windows, right? Try breaking
Just gonna
them
look over at him.
possibly." And
I'm gonna look over them and then look for any windows.
he's gonna
Okay, you do see a couple windows. All
he's
of
gonna
you.
walk over to you.
You do notice though. Sorry, go ahead. Finish.
He's gonna go over to you, Baka, and just kind of raise his hands and be like, "Oh, easy there, Paladin, Knight, General."
I am a paladin here to slay the demon that in its lair.
Okay, General. I'm gonna call you the General. That seems like a nice term for you. Listen, General. Okay, easy there. Save your strength. The demon is not the door, it's inside, past the door.
I am aware. We have to get inside to slay it.
That's all well and good. That's all well and good. But subtlety is the name of the game. And you're making a lot of noise. You don't want to let the demon know that you're coming. You want to sneak up and get the surprise on him, right?
Oh, I'll smash his face in for what he's done.
Oh my god.
Right.
Okay, so do you go up to the window?
Reginald,
Do any of you go up to the window?
Reginald just watching this, he's gonna pull out another flask and just.
Oh god. There are a few on either side of the building, easily reachable if you want to approach them and try anything with them.
So we walk into the
Hello?
greenhouse.
Actually, Baka's not
can
facing
you
the
hear
mansion.
me?
You're
No, we heard you. Nobody responded.
Tyler, you're lagging like crazy.
What?
Hello?
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 You got sent to the shadow realm, dude.
Tyler, you there? Hi, I see you waving.
Tyler,
I
can you?
think I heard it.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's back. He's
Oh,
back.
he's audio and his
Okay,
own.
what are you doing?
Later, you said, I see
You
you
mentioned
waving.
wanting to try Windows. Are we going for this or no?
I think he said Baka might be facing the
trying to
mansion.
say that since Baka turned around to speak to Reginald, he's not facing the mansion anymore. After he does his rant, he looks around and looks at Reginald. Who are you?
I'm your commanding officer, and you've done a great job, and you should take a 15-minute break. You know, just pop down, enjoy yourself, take in the scenery. You've done good work, General.
Yeah. I haven't been in the army for so long. He's just going to like sit down and take a nap. Fall asleep.
So we enter the greenhouse.
Whoa. Did that happen to anyone else?
I saw you disappear
Yeah,
for
you
a second.
disappeared.
Discord just took a massive shit for like a hyper-second.
Yeah, right?
That was weird.
Right, I actually have to get going. I have to get going, so...
That's okay. I was gonna try and end it off at a good point, but I don't know what you want to do, so I'm...
He's taking a nap,
Sometimes
so...
I forget that I'm not talking
He's taking a nap. Okay, so we'll end on this real quick. Matt, you and Ethan, so Nier and Cyrus, head back to the greenhouse. And ooh, I can actually kind of do this a little bit. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. You see that the door to the greenhouse is slightly ajar. You also notice that within the greenhouse, all of the plants that are in there are way overgrown. Someone has not been in here to take care of this place for a while. And as you get closer and closer and closer to this place, hold on, I need to make you join again, motherfucker. You hear whispering. I don't even know if you're going to be able to hear this because it takes a minute to get to that point. Very odd whispering. You don't really know what this is from, or if you recognize the language. It's hard to tell. There it is. Cause shit.
Is what?
But
It's very,
that
very quiet.
feeling that brought you here, it's starting to prickle again. You feel nervous. You feel wrong. And we'll go ahead and end it there.
Alright.
Done. You can end recording.